Warriors gonna win.
Hey, yo, man,
Key game. This is a key game.
Up for this game. Let's go out there and put
Hold on, there's no game audio.
Folks, man. All right, y'all with me? Get pumped.
There we go. Bro gets up 5. Anything could happen. I'm telling you. I feel like that's gonna be another game 7. Should have pressed him and said, I'm part of the Sopranos. Dog, I am black. And then he asked me if I was in the military. I was a little scared. Because I don't know if he messed with the military or if he just seen what kind of guy I was. Bro, you're not about to call me Unc. I think that's what he meant on why he doesn't need a camera. What's the harm? I'm about to call the police on him? Have Amen Thompson build or 100K? If I have Amen Thompson build, I'm making a lot more than 100K. Country fighters, what? Knock it down. First bucket. 90. Free throw. We really never missing again. You don't mess with him? Is he the best athlete in NBA history? Are you crazy? I'm pretty sure that goes to LeBron and is not really close. Would you oil up for one game if you donated 100? What is wrong with you? Make it 900 and we'll talk. Oil up for a K? You crazy? Bogut. I need him to take what Devontae was on. I need Devontae to get back with what he was on. He's not playing like he used to. Need to save the Warriors. I'm trying. He said for $900 for $100. Yeah, you a freak. I need to get paid if you're gonna make me oil up. Curry? Iggy's running with him and they throw it to him. All right, cool. What's my overall now? 80s. Good question. What? 85. 85. Oiled up for airheads on the internet is crazy. Is that Duncan? Okay. Devontae. Oh, I can't even feed Devontae this game. He's gonna get fried. What's Tim Duncan? What is his overall? $86. Is this like decent, Tim? Low post defense, 92. Oh yeah. Devontae, you coming out on the perimeter. We getting him all the way out the paint. Set one on the right side. Perfect. You passed it back. Okay. Oh my God. Did you do the XP glitch? Absolutely not. Oh, I have my commands on. I gotta average 60 for the next 10 games. Splitter? That's not your game. Big boards. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get 60 and then start passing. Oh my god, that's too open. What is with my bigs? Don't do that. Back on the line. What's my overall? 85. Big 85. I've been making some progress. 38 and 31? They are not making it back to the finals. I mean, they weren't anyway, because I'm here. Slightly late, knock him down. 8-3. Give Curry the rock. Thomas, don't act brand new. As it should be. They weren't gonna win any games. They probably just had a weak stretch of teams they played, which is why they won some when I left. But like, nah, they ain't got nothing going on. AB, hey, two-hand slam. That's dunk number 3 for him on the year. Catch up with Devontae, because I'm gonna have to play through you. Oh, that got through? How long are you gonna play this game? Yeah, it's a little bit more well-rounded. Defense is still kind of a problem. But yeah, we're gonna play this game until I win until the season's over. Then we're moving on to the next 2K. Oh, that's off. What'd you say? Oh, Siege. Yeah, Siege was in tears when the Bucks lost. That's on me. Tie game. Did you turn on TTS for Twitch? Oh, y'all don't hear him?
Out of it after it first happened, but I'm chilling now.
Oh, bad pass. Team operation. This team was really crazy, bro.
Sega 2K says, nah, after Dame went down, I kind of JS tuned out completely.
That's how I was.
BNB West says, shout out my Pacers.
Oh, we got a Pacer fan in there. Hey, Siege, you got option here. Manu is trying to take over the game. Don't let him make his next shot. 2K, coach, don't worry.
Matthew Gentard says, BNB West ain't making it any further, LOL.
Pacers final run?
BNB West says, Indy baby. BNB West says, we going all the way.
All the way home,
Second
baby,
2K
yeah.
says, it's cool they getting swept by the Cavs, LMAO.
Banana swirl. Okay, if I can get the... that is not what I wanted. If I can get the Tim Duncan switch, and he could just cut back door, we cool. My issue is we don't switch. I cannot throw Devontae the ball at all.
West says, enjoy Cancun Bucks fans.
Come on, Devontae. Come on, Devontae!
Sega 2K says, Bucks.
John, what's going on, bro?
Sega 2K says, wrong sport buckle.
Devontae might be the
Dufen says,
the Duncan stopper.
Is TTS Stephen a Smith, LOL?
It is. Oh, I hit the hee when I didn't need to. 2-point game.
BNB West, you'll be joining them soon. I ain't even a Bucks fan. BNB West says, I left the K out because it's Bucks K out here. Sega 2K says, Indy ain't on shit.
Pacers are gonna make it a good game. They might lose in like 5 though, but okay, Devontae. Maybe I spoke too soon.
BNB West says, Sega 2K Milwaukee soft ASF.
I set him up.
Sega 2K says, BMB West pull up, then come find out.
5 for
Matthew
5.
Gentry says, Cavs in 5 easy.
Oh. Oh. Cut. Cut. Post up, Devontae. Cook him. Don't pass it out. Easy bucket. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They really caught up. We was on a decent run, too. Also, we're going to have to put up a prediction for next game that y'all could bet on.
BNB
What y'all
West
thinking?
says, Saga 2K, I think it'll stay where M at. Milwaukee, the last place I ever want to be.
Tony Parker, leading scorer
Saga
for the
2K
team.
says, BNB West ironic. Gary
Oh,
is
I
in your
thought I
state.
got it.
Matthew Gentert says, I know you jealous of men who's cut low.
Oh, totally. 100%. He had the full wash and set back in the day, man. A. Iron Man. I didn't even feel it. There we go.
Sega 2K says, flagrant.
They need to add flagrance to this game. They have
BNB
like
West
this is
says,
the only game where
Saga 2K,
they jump like
I
that.
don't know
No
a single town
flagrance.
in Wisconsin besides Milwaukee. BNB West says, sorry,
I think that's for most
state.
people. Cookies.
Jado today says, now he got the fuck it
They got
though,
Wisconsin
bro, it's
Dells,
your life
though.
cut. Sega
No,
2K
for real.
says, BNB West say one more
I'll
thing
be crying
about
too
my
if I
city,
look
you
like
getting
that.
banned. Matthew Gentert says, BNB West, same thing for Indiana. BNB West says, Sega 2K. Sega 2K says,
Who are you? What's his name? Ares? They got Greek gods over here? Oh my god.
Sega 2K says,
I got to drop 60.
WTF
Blocked by
Stephen
Jones? Okay.
BNB
All right. All right. All
West
right.
says,
All right. All right.
Matthew
Everybody shut
Gentert,
up.
you're
Let me lock
probably
in.
from Utah,
8 points. I need to drop
GNG.
60. We're not on pace at all. Got him.
Sega 2K says, Utah.
How many games deep are we? We got like 12 more games till the playoffs. End of March. Look, Aries wide open. Steph on Kawhi. We know how this is gonna end. At least it's not an and one. Do I play every game? Yes, sir. All 82. All 82. Oh
Sega
yeah, he's
2K
scared.
says, Curry all defensive team. BMB West says, 266 gifted. You got a sugar dad. I see.
Yeah, JN99. Shout out to
2K
bro.
says, stop playing WM. Matthew Gentert says, BMB West, you
That's
ain't
my
know me.
prediction
Quit running
tomorrow.
your mouth already just
For
'cause
which
you have
game?
some false hope for the
Nuggets?
Pacers, dog. BMB West
How many
says,
minutes per game?
send me some
It's on
bread.
48. 12-minute
Saga
quarters.
2K says, low, you got to do the
I ain't got
one
it
the
on
Bucks
me.
got Curry instead of Monta in 2012 video.
Oh yeah, I thought I replied. I said I did something similar to that a while. Actually, I did that video a long time ago,
BMB West says,
but I have to remake it.
Matthew Gentert, you got to chill. We're all trolling.
You waiting for the playoffs soon? Oh yeah. I shouldn't have missed it. Oh, I was there. Blocked by Jones. Get that for me, AB.
Take it 2 cases. Thing is with that, we probably don't get Giannis if we got Steph.
Turn around. Bang.
Matthew
Let's go.
Gentert says, BMB West, so am I. What you talking about, LOL?
What happens if I lose in the playoffs?
Sega 2K
Win or
says,
lose,
but we
We
definitely
move on to the next 2K.
Jado Tadic says, low channeling his
Stop
inner
it.
Ben Simmons. BMB West says, ain't no false hope though.
Cleveland gonna make it to the
ain't
conference
on
finals.
none.
Probably. Wide open. Why is Steph running small forward right now? Iggy. Or is Kawhi the shooting guard?
B&B West says, Matthew Genter. Oh, I misinterpreted your message. I thought you was getting pissed. Sega 2K
Underhand,
says,
good bucket,
Rolo,
Dre.
do you think Steph would have took us to the promised land in those mid-2010s if we actually had him?
What version of Steph? You talking about prime Steph? I don't know if they was built to get him to be like that though. Danny Green with the 3. I know Curry didn't just get scored on again. Am I in the playoffs? Not yet. Almost.
Matthew Genter says, B&B West, nah, I ain't doing that on a Twitch stream. Stupid thing to get pressed about.
Let me show y'all how to cook Kawhi.
Says, yeah,
You gotta drive towards the bad knee.
MVP Steph.
I messed up. Draymond, cut. You'll figure it out.
Jado Tadek says, they running that whoever offense on Curry. B&B West says, FS Matthew Genter. Anyway,
Let's go.
shout out Pacers.
360. Oh, no. Dunk it. 6 dunks on the season. Let's get it.
Sega 2K says, all I know is Milwaukee would have been one of the most popular cities in the world because of Steph. That man's influence on the world in those mid-2010s was wild.
Only because he was winning. If he was in Milwaukee, he'll be on a different squad, different system, different teammates. I don't know. Bucks wasn't good in that time frame. Unless you throw him on a really specific team.
Sega 2K says, I think we win one. Sega 2K
Win one
says,
what?
Chip. B&B West says, yeah, that would be the only thing we'd know that city for. Xma Styler says, yo, WSGG cheap. Matthew Genter says, post moves broken in older 2Ks.
I don't know what version of the Bucks you think is winning a championship with Curry.
Says, legendary backcourt.
You would have to
Steph
go
and
against
Delfino.
LeBron.
B&B West says, Milwaukee just ain't it. IDK, how to tell you. Sega 2K says, bro prime Steph.
He about to drop a paragraph
Ex-Master
arguing.
says,
It's not just prime Steph. It's the team around prime Steph. Prime with Steph was so good because of the system.
Belt to LeBron. B&B
Appreciate
West says,
you. Oh, Tyler. What's up,
Are we
Tyler?
serious? Chances Free says, I heard Low likes boys and not girls. B&B West says, serious.
Where you hear that?
J. Dotadeg says,
Knock it down.
boo this man. Matthew Genter says, Chances Freed, I believe it.
Hey, yo, Shy, are you trolling?
2K says,
12
that is
games
true. We
until
wouldn't have had
the
Kirk,
playoffs.
but it
12
would have been
games until the
Kidd coaching
playoffs.
him. X Mastila says, yay, someone gifts me a sub, might as well chat on here. Saiga 2K
Kidd was not a
says,
good coach at
not
that
sure
point.
how that would play out, but I'm interested. B&B
What's
West
up?
says, the word getting out. Chances Freed says, how was the frozen wings?
Word getting out. I know you not talking. It was the wings were fine. It was the fries. Yo, why is Kawhi always there? I can't even run banana swirl because that's a worse switch. Side step.
Tiki 2K
Bang,
says,
let's go.
you see, Bron had a grade 2 MCL sprain.
I saw. Which is
Second 2K says,
you see,
next year might be his last season.
I'm okay with defending LeBron when it makes sense. Like, I know I saw the hit, I thought he was hurt too. But how did he play last game if his stuff was sprained that
B&B
bad?
West says, you have a play call named Banana Swirl.
Of course. Because of the movement on the play. Am I benched?
Sega
8-point
2K
game.
says, he sprained it in game 5. Matthew Genter says, need SB8's minutes.
We do. We do.
B&B
Corey
West says,
Joseph.
right. Chances
He's a
Freed
starter
says,
right now, believe
probably
it or not.
wasn't that bad at first. The extra game probably made it worse.
Yeah.
BMB
I would
West
also
says
say,
it's okay to be gay, bro.
what is you talking about?
BMB West
I would say
says
my ankle
we
been
stop
messed up for a
judging.
minute, and me and ibuprofen have
BNB
been like
West says,
this. So
as a
who
society,
knows what LeBron taking
Jado Tadic says,
to get through a
"I
game
think
if
when you
needed.
have bronze
Somebody
level
said Spates
durability,
minutes.
people will
Damn,
think
that's what Spates minutes
you
looks
were
like.
lying when you were actually hurt and playing through pain."
But now
Sega
LeBron is
2K
getting hit
said,
with the lingering
But now that
injuries to
Bron
end
is getting hit
slightly,
with the lingering
sadly,
injuries, the
for
end
the
is
GOAT.
near sadly for the
One more
GOAT.
year. I mean, I think we all kind of agree one more year.
Chances Freed says, "We accept you for who you are."
You got Bronny there. One more year, Bronny gets a little bit
Sega
more
2K
practice.
says,
All that.
LeBron got some overseas never seen before hospitality.
Where did he go for? He went to Germany for an injury once and came back perfect. Clayton, shoot the three. Clayton Harrison for three. Off. Space rebound. Reverse put back lay. We might need a lot more
2K
space
says,
minutes.
Yeah, he went to the same place Kobe went. BMB West says, Bron need to just go and lay down.
How did he get by me? Blocked by Jones. He didn't get by me. It was planned. Almost got copyright struck for saying the wrong name. Douglas for three. Bang. I need Douglas to be a starter. I
BMB
need
West
it.
says, blocked by Jones.
I need it. Curry would have ran straight to the basket and got swatted by Tim Duncan.
Chances Freed says,
Let's get it.
LeBron got an excuse for another round of
Tony Douglas?
HGH
Yes,
MVP.
Tony Douglas.
LeBron incoming. Sega 2K says, I wonder if Bron gonna be tuned with the game after he retires, like coaching or something like that.
He wants to own a team, so he'll be around.
BNB West says, no.
12 points. Oh, that's last game from Patty Mills.
BNB West says, he gonna be a husband.
Bang. Let's go.
Sega 2K says, Hell owned the expansion team in Vegas.
That team is going to be worth
Sega 2K
crazy.
says, or be a minority owner.
Yeah, he's not going to own it all
Chances
outright.
Freed says, what
His
team you
billions
think
are not
LeBron would
liquid
buy?
like that. He definitely got a bunch of
Matthew
investments.
Gentry says, JJ3, Tony Douglas, and Mares expiates the big three.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Throw Devontae in there. I'll put Devontae over Spates. Spates is a good six man. Harrison, great defense. He actually closed out hard. Thank you. Straight to the basket. Don't jump on me, Kawhi, because I'm going to go around you.
When we'll actually see the expansion. Chances Free says, LeBron could probably get a big-ass loan against his investment in deals to buy one outright.
That's crazy control. Did Jordan have the Wizards outright? No, right? I think he had, I think, a majority holdings, but not the whole team. That looked like the dunk
BNB West
animation.
says, how you only got 21 points.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. 23 and 10. I've been passing a little too much, but it's been there. We're gonna get to the 60.
Sega 2K says,
Dumb pass.
pretty sure Jordan owned like half, maybe more of Charlotte.
Deep three, Manu. I got bored. Coast to coast. Cross,
Chances
cross,
Freed
baseline.
says, you need some more Wingstop tonight, Bookster?
I'm cool.
Says, Jordan ain't LeBron, though.
He ain't. I'm pretty sure, same point, LeBron probably has double the money Jordan does. Actually, nah, the shoes is something crazy. But he did play longer, so NBA contract plus all his endorsements. Did I just find a way to double dribble? What am I doing? He's 3 feet tall. But he ain't. I tweaked. Clayton, 3 fouls. Every time I see Manu at the line, I'm thinking about that time where he tried to miss the free throw on purpose, threw it super hard, and it still went in. 20-point game.
Sega 2K says, that Las Vegas team is going to be crazy. BMB West says,
Yeah, definitely.
Clay's name is Clayton.
Oh, here it is. Mr. Parker. I saw you're going to ride away for a year on the Hornets, and no one's going to know or care, and your legacy will be tarnished.
Sega 2K says they going to be playing like downtown on the strip type shit. Matthew Jenner says BMB West, yeah, and David Lee is Devontae.
Victory? I like the effort. I think that's the first shot Iggy has taken. 19-point lead, 50-69 at half. Honestly,
BNB West
we
said,
winning this.
Wardell Curry.
We winning this. R.I.P. Pop, man. R.I.P. from the coach position. Anyway, if you are new, we are playing every 2K 11 to 25. So if you want to see a lot more of this, go ahead and hit that follow button. We almost are to the playoffs. Once we win the championship, moving on to 2K15. I never played it, but we'll see how it is. Should be fun. But let's get back to this. Halftime, I need a lot more points. I gotta get above. No, this is the craziest thing ever. I got a Jordan endorsement last stream. At the end of last stream, I got a Jordan endorsement. Appreciate the heart, me. No, Carlos, appreciate it. I got the Jordan endorsement, but I need to get 10 games in a row scoring above my average. My average is 54. So it's gonna be a mission. We're gonna do it though. I don't know what comes with the endorsements besides probably some extra VC, but I could use that. Anyway, let's get into this second half. Looked it up, said Braun trying to bid 7 mil on the Vegas team. 7 bill. Braun got 7 bill?
Matthew Gentert says you only got like 12 or something games left,
Yeah, something
right?
like that. We'll be in the playoffs by next Thursday. If not, then we finish the season on Thursday.
Sega 2K says Braun a trillionaire,
Braun
bro.
is 7 bill is crazy. That's all I'm saying. Didn't he just become a billionaire too? Braun ain't got no 7 bill. 7 bill to spare. You don't just, if you're worth 7 bill, you don't throw 7 bill on things.
Sega 2K says
That sounds too high.
Insure Head have partners though.
Yeah, he can't be the sole owner
Cold
of a
Soup
team.
says, are the Spurs 1
Oh.
seed?
Bro, Spurs are 8th seed, 9th seed. I jumped too early. There we go. Good rebound, Devontae. Iggy, let me see something. What is with you, Curry? Get out the
Sega
paint.
2K says Mark Cuban gone end up owning that shit.
Are you allowed to own 2 teams? That's probably against some type of rule. Where you at? Where you at? Hold on. I got 3 seconds. I'm scared. I messed
2K
up.
says he sold the Mavs.
He didn't sell
2K
everything.
says, remember,
Oh, the Spurs the first? No, they at the bottom. He only sold like majority. So whoever it was that told Nico to be the fall guy to sell Luka is the majority holder now. I think it's like some type of family name.
Chances Freed says he had to sell out Mavs to pay of his crypto debt.
He didn't sell everything though. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you're allowed to own multiple teams. Oh, watch out. Bang. I also think I heard something saying Bezos wanted to get in on the team. But if Bezos wants it, he's buying the whole thing outright. Let him get the team in Seattle.
Tiger 2K says, what would the other team be besides Vegas that would be expanded? Chances Freed says, the owners of Mavs are huge Vegas people and weren't allowed to put a casino in Dallas, so they tanking to move.
Silver's
2K
already said
says,
they can't move.
Seattle? Code 2
Seattle's
has
most
donated
likely.
one.
There's gonna be
and
two
says,
teams.
Heart me X1.
Honestly, they should throw a team in Mexico. Cash. Throw a team in Vegas, throw a team in Mexico.
Chances
And then
Free
move the
says,
Grizzlies
bring back
to
Vancouver.
the east. Move the Timberwolves to the east. Oh, Cookies. Is that AB? I gotta see his steals per game, bro. It's like 3 at this point. Pump fake, no jump. I'm tired. I'm tired. Banana swirl. Left side. You didn't cut with urgency. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Bro, I'm not going to get the 60. But I'm going to get not that block either. Okay. Cole, appreciate the heart,
Sega
man.
2K says, I know Silver trying to make a secondary league in Europe.
Yeah,
Sega
that'll
2K
be interesting.
says, NBA league.
I wonder if they're trying to compete with the Euro League. Euro League is so deeply rooted in the basketball fans over there. But I mean, the NBA's name is post crazy weight. Oh, where you jumping at? Cash
Sega
out?
2K says,
There we go.
wouldn't that just like end up being the G League 2.0?
Not really. That's why the only way I could think of it being like working would be if it's to replace or like compete with the Euro League. If it's not, then it's a waste of money and a waste of time.
Matthew Gentert says, JJ3 been considering accepting the contract from Shanghai Sharks?
If they pay me what they was paying Marbury, I might. Cookies, let's go, Iggy. In his mouth? Say ah, Kawhi. Say ah. 36. I'm 2 for 2 from 3. Stop beating your team like this. I'm sorry, Capone. Tell them be better. I mean, they should be better.
Chances Freed says, Seattle, Vancouver, Vegas, and St. Louis should all get teams.
Vancouver doesn't need another team.
Sega 2K says, I'm thinking of it as like all the young guys who PPL gave up on, like Cam Reddish and all these guys who need chances, go play on the new league and cook shit.
Imagine getting sent to another country for pennies on the dollar. Well, that's another thing that could help too. Oh, Cookies, thank you. Euro League contracts are obviously less. It depends who's invested in it, but if they have American dollars funding it, we probably could outbuy all the decent players.
Chances Freed says, nah, we don't need other countries winning the gold.
Because that's what Saudi is trying to do. Well, not trying. That's what Saudi's doing with soccer and with golf for that one time. They bought out all the like biggest golfers for some tournament.
Matthew Gentert says, what's your favorite element on the periodic table low?
Favorite element? Silver's pretty cool. I'm gonna rock with silver.
Sega 2K
I'm gonna rock
says,
with silver. Big
the
AG
Saudi
game.
League for soccer is crazy. APJC 617 says, AU.
Oh yeah, he almost got me. And he still got me. I got hit by the screen.
Chances
22
Freed
point
says,
game.
Cadmium is pretty dope too.
What's your favorite use case? As long as that wasn't my team operation, we're good. I got you. I got you. And one. Iggy. You gotta put a hand up. 20-point game. He about to drop it to 19. Never mind. That's the second missed free throw. Live. LIV Brandon Saudi. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro, the right
Sega
money can
2K
move players
says,
from
I
wherever
wonder
they
if
were.
The secondary league will have any type of connection to the NBA itself, like is a player allowed to just get traded or sent to the Euro team?
I have no idea. I would like an NBA team in the Euro League. That probably
Chances
wouldn't be
Freed
fair.
says, Why would they just do that with the G
But it wouldn't be
League?
anybody super good.
APJC 617 says, sodium just taking chloride's only valence electron like a predator. Chances Freed says, wouldn't I mess? Matthew Genter says, APJC
There it is.
617, you kind of got a point.
Teammate Steph averaged less than 10 points, I think. Bro, Steph is a bum. Tony Douglas, good block, Devontae. Tony Douglas is my favorite guard teammate on this team. Look, let me show you. Let me show you. Cook him.
617 says,
Cook him.
it makes me cry sometimes,
Aw.
Matthew Genter.
Pull it.
Psycho 2K says,
Y'all so scary,
if an
bro.
NBA team was in the Euro League, they might not be as crazy as you think. J King 28 says, big bro.
Yeah.
Matthew Genter says, APJC 617.
You right. Jay, what's up, bro?
It's all right. We all just have to stay strong. J King 28 has donated
Cookies.
30 and says,
get that
sent
for me,
autumn
Devontae.
2024 times 30. Saiga 2K says, they wouldn't have any like superstars
Jay
or
with
anything.
the 30 lightning bolts.
Sega 2K says, like they just
Yeah,
be
yeah, now
another
that you mention it,
typical
that's a good
EuroLeague team
point.
in terms of talent.
And they'll probably just have more eyes towards them when they're like signing towards NBA players. He just sent your shot crazy, Devontae. Get him back. Get him back. Did you try the NBA Infinity Mobile? No. What is that?
Jake in 28 has donated one and says, send Heart Me X1.
Get a bucket, Tony. Get a bucket, Tony.
Matthew Genter says, Saiga 2KU, the only one focused on basketball right now. Jake in 28
the
has
two
donated
shrimps.
10 and says, sent Finger
And the
Heart
heart
X2.
puffs.
Jake in 28 has donated 5 and says, sent Heart Puff X5.
What's up with that
Jake in 28 has donated 5
that
and
Warriors
says, sent
game?
TikTok X5.
Rockets up 5?
Sega 2K says, Matthew Genter, real shit. Chances Free says, Lo, when you
I'm
going
not
to play
planning on
overseas?
it. Was I supposed to? How did he make me turn around? Ball head Pat is no joke. 8 points. But you are short. Look at that help defense. Go up, O'Neal. 3 fouls on Splitter. 2K14, you finna cry? If this is gonna make you cry, we got 15, 16, and 17 coming up very soon. Knock that down, bro.
Chances Free says, wasn't going to drink tonight, but I'm here watching Low.
Is that a celebratory or is that a sad thing? Give me that rebound. 20 more points. We can do it. Where's the double team coming from?
Jake in 28
There
says,
it is.
my dog said hello.
Hey, yo, dog, what's up?
Matthew Gentert says, you the reason he drinking.
I still don't know if that's a celebratory drink or not. Or a hide from the pain. Iggy with another
Chances
steal.
Free says,
You're not going coast to
"You
coast,
the
my
reason
guy. I got
drink
points I need to
myself
get.
to
Thanks for
sleep."
jumping on both of y'all. Bang! Double team faster. 83, 11, and 6. This might be a triple-double game.
Sega 2K says, the hood not ready for the Cam
Blocked by
Reddish
Jones.
EuroLeague era. J King 28 says, no way you beating teams like this.
What is that pass? That was a LeBron pass
APJC
animation.
17 says, you only need to get just above your average, or do you have to get 10 PTS more than your average?
Nah, 10 more is crazy. It just said over my average for 10 games. Charge?
Sega 2K says,
Here we go.
Rockets up 5 still, 3 minutes left in third.
Here we go. Iggy 8, 4, and 2.5. Wow.
Daking28 says, slow down. Matthew Gentard says, soft
For
Spurs.
real. Who shot that?
Chances Reed says,
Bella
do my
Nelly.
taxes for me next year. Sega 2K says,
That's a question.
nah, Jimmy just throwing
You
shit
talk
up
to
and
Jordan
it's
about
going
that.
in.
Do you think if Mark Williams
Sega
trade goes
2K
through, the
says,
Lakers have a
what the
chance to
fuck?
beat the Wolves? Yes. Only because who was in it? Was it just Dalton Connect? If it was just Dalton Connect, I'm taking the risk. I'm taking a risk, bro, because you didn't even play him.
Chances Free
I
says,
don't know.
Steven Adams a bum at the line.
If it was just Dalton for Mark, I feel like there was somebody else in there. I can't remember who it was. But honestly, if they ran such a tight lineup for the playoffs,
Sega 2K
might as well.
says, it was Dalton and Reddish who they released anyways.
Okay, yeah, they messed up. They messed up. The only benefit of not doing the trade is, like, honestly, the Luka trade seems like that wasn't supposed to happen anyway. That just kind of like developed. So the fact that they still have Connect, they can slightly mimic what they had going on with Luka on the Mavs, and just surround him with some shooters, and have him and Austin Reeves be like shot creators, secondary and third shot creators. But I mean, Mark would have been nice for win right now.
Chances Reed says, the Ginger Ninja.
Do you think 14 is worth buying? 100%. It's fun. I remember the last time. If you remember the last time you had fun in 2K MyCareer, and it wasn't
Matthew Gentard
5+
said,
years ago,
I don't hate
if we
the
don't put a
Rockets
hand
or
up on Marco
anything,
Bellinelli,
but
we're
I
gonna
would
have a
rather
problem.
see Ant-Man against Batman and Robin.
Yeah. If you haven't had fun
Sega
on MyCareer in a
2K
while,
says
this is 100%
they want
gonna
Brook
be.
Lopez. I wonder what would happen if it would be a sign and trade. Or just
Tony
flat out
Douglas with the
sign.
cuts.
Sega 2K says, I've heard some Rui for Brook talk, which would be amazing for us.
Blocked by Jones. Get that for me, Bazemore. You're from Peru? Shout out to Peru. Appreciate the follow, man. Where my overseas people at? Drop where you from. And your address, your credit card information, and those fun little numbers on the back. But just drop where y'all from first.
Sega 2K says, Rui would be Kuzma, but better at everything.
Yeah. That's true too. Yo, that's got to be still number 5 for Iggy. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. That's too much space. Please.
Ball game.
So close.
Matthew
So
Gentard says, playoff
close.
Kuzma was on another level.
96 to 76. We still kept that 20-point lead, which is decent. But I need about 15, 16 more points. What we got? Nigeria, Philippines. Decent, decent. Where else we got?
Sega 2K says, I've heard some Kuzma and our 31 first for Cam Johnson.
Kuzma. No one's taking Kuzma after what he just did. Cam Johnson has a pretty good trade value. I don't think he's going for Kuz. Why would the Nets want him?
Sega 2K says they'd take him as a salary dump.
Like, unless they're doing all that for the pick, that would be more so trying to get that first round pick, assuming y'all
Sega
suck
2K
that far into the
says our
future.
31 first is one of the most valuable picks right now.
That kid's in like 7th grade. Deep 3 ball, catch and shoot. Not helping me. Good rebound, Devontae. $43. 10 more points. I'm cool. No, actually, 12 more points. That's how I'd be jumping in real life. Right here. All right, we're going back to the basics. Banana swirl.
Sega 2K says, or worst case scenario, they want Giannis so bad, we say Only way we giving y'all Giannis is if y'all take Kuzma.
That means the amount of players they'll have to give up, they'll need Kuzma. At least for a trade in 2K. But I don't know if Giannis would want to go there. I feel like at this point, the Bucks are just going to try to take Giannis where he wants to go, which the Nets wouldn't be one. He wants to go to at least a mid contender and then work with that, which is not the Nets. But whatever that team is, they're going to try to take them there. And then if their goal is to rebuild, snatch up as many picks as possible. And then like 1 or 2 decent players.
Chances Free says Giannis to the
Giannis
Warriors.
to the Warriors.
Sega 2K says it's in New York. He was spotted in New York with his family yesterday, I am pretty sure.
Yeah, but why would he go to New York if he for like any trade thing this early with the whole fam? That's vacation.
Matthew Gentard says, I would rather have a team full of Jordan Walsh than trade for Kuzma.
Ah, that's an oop. Oh, no oop. Yo, he is killing you. At least we got the ball back.
Says, if M,
Giannis
an
to
NBA
Spurs.
player, M playing in those small markets for the lower taxes.
Giannis to the Spurs. That would be crazy. Excellence. Bang, that's what I like to see. They would have to give up their many point guards, send Chris Paul over there so the Bucks can make the playoffs. And then how many picks? How many picks does the Spurs still have of their own?
The only way I'm picking up the phone for Giannis is if it's from Nola for Zion and our picks back, or Houston for Amen.
So you trying to understand, but your English is basic? Oh, I'm gonna start using words with only 8+ letters, just so you struggle. Right here. How many points? Oh, we're good. Please jump. He didn't jump. I'm gonna go through you. Thanks for the foul. CP3 gonna retire soon.
I'm
Sadly.
telling y'all, Giannis and KD to the Warriors this offseason.
Giannis and KD to the Warriors. Out of your mind.
D2 says, you.
Jay Marsh, what's up?
Side 2K says, New Orleans would be the most ideal for us because we get a superstar back in Zion who we can hopefully fix our own picks back so we can just rebuild if we have to.
Giannis to New Orleans.
Sega 2K says, and Wed get other players too, but
that's a worse, but like if we're sending why am I saying we? If the Bucks are sending Giannis somewhere, it won't be to a team worse than the Bucks. There's no way he's gonna go for that.
Bro.
And if they do, they're gonna trade him on the last year of his contract, and he's gonna say, "I am not re-signing with y'all." That there's like no way. I don't see that working at all. Am I on Hall of Fame? Yes, sir. I know I make it look easy. It does not always look this easy. Trust me.
Sega 2K
We went
said
1 and 2 yesterday.
isn't a terrible spot though.
New Orleans isn't a terrible spot though. It's worse than the Bucks by far. Not like by far,
Sega 2K
but like
said
by far.
Murray, Giannis, Murphy, Herb, Messi.
They're not winning nothing with just Giannis. They do look interesting though. And he has a little bit more help offensively, like the load offensively. Barnes, shoot the shot. Oh, I smoked, but I don't think so, man. Like, there's probably like 4 teams that could afford him, but they'll be doing themselves a disservice because of what they would have to give up. Like the Suns. Their best bet is KD or Book or some type of package.
Matthew Genter says
Miami isn't realistic.
We out here talking about the Bucks when we should be talking about the astounding organization that is the Charlotte Hornets.
Let them do what they do over there. The best thing they got is LaMelo Ball and some funny announcers. Other than that, they just over there existing. How many games until the playoffs? About 12 more games. That's true. What was their record? Can I see the standings on here? I don't think I can see the standings. Stupid sports app. I know their record isn't a clear. I know the record isn't a clear indicator because of, you know, injuries and stuff, and they're in the West. But I don't think Giannis to the New Orleans is gonna work. I mean, I don't disagree. I hit my average. I don't have to score anymore. I'm gonna just try to cherry pick these 3 rebounds. Steven read it for you. Oh my God, my allergies. It's just my left nostril that's so itchy right now. Don't even start with the Coke jokes because I could feel the Coke jokes coming. Thank you. Pump fake, please jump. He didn't jump. Behind the back. Charge! Y'all can't hear TTS? Bro, y'all don't say nothing. Y'all don't say nothing. Blocked by Jones. Did he just steal my...
Sega 2K says, nah, I'd have made Stephen A shut his ass up. Chances Freed says,
oh,
nah, it just started doing this. Saiga 2K says, all that typing I did,
bang.
Chances Freed says, like a couple minutes ago.
I mean, I read it and I heard it, so my bad. Y'all don't ever hear him, just let me know right away, because it's like a button. How many fouls do I have? Blocked by Jones. Thank you.
Saiga 2K says, where do you think 34
Dude,
would go?
I'm clueless. The Suns is the only spot that makes a lot of sense, but I don't see them winning, so he might not want to go there. New York can't afford him unless they get rid of one of their core guys right now. What else? Miami's not realistic.
Saiga 2K says, the Suns have no draft capital or assets.
Spurs would be
Saiga 2K
crazy,
says,
but that's only if the
unless we
Bucks want 3 point guards.
Chances Freed says, Giannis just gonna carry till 2031.
Carry into first round losses. Draymond, no catch and shoot. Barnes, no catch and shoot. Clayton, shoot that. Bang. Clayton, career high 7? Talking about Giannis? Yeah, we're talking about Giannis. Where y'all think he's gonna go? Blocked by Joe. How many blocks is that? We gotta be on quadruple double watch at this point. That was supposed to be a oop for you, Barnes. My bad. Memphis getting Giannis? Who would they give?
Chances
Like I
Freed
feel like
says,
those.
Giannis to Orlando.
That looks good, but I like a lot of those. We need a
Saiga 2K
superstar
says,
to take us
I was
there.
thinking on a low-key note, him to Memphis would be
A
pretty
lot
cool.
of those teams
Ja has been shopped
are
around
a lot
apparently,
more than.
would be the perfect guy for us to get back. Matthew
They don't have the
Gentry
pieces
says,
to make that trade work.
confirmed from various sources, such as Just Trust Me, Giannis accepted a max contract from
Houston,
Shanghai.
yeah, Houston would work.
Alpha
Thunder,
Chicago
hell
says,
no.
Houston or Thunder getting Giannis. Chances Freed said,
More than Rudy,
how
I
many
tell you
firsts is
that.
Giannis worth?
Desmond Bain and Vince Williams Jr. You out of your damn mind. And every pick, dunk some. Oh my God, Clayton. And every pick for the rest of Giannis's life.
Sega 2K says NGL OKC would be very possible, but it's just dumb for them to mess with.
They have a bunch of contracts coming up. That might be a justification for it.
Sega 2K says their window is as wide open as it's ever been, and it will be that way for a long time. Chances Freed says Rudy Gobert ruined the whole season. Rudy ruined the trade market. What will Rudy ruin next?
He ruined LeBron's 5th ring. Everyone hate Rudy. So realistically, Suns, Rockets, Thunder is crazy because that's possible. But I don't even think he'll be pulling a KD for real.
27-25 off.
Cause they would have to give up a core piece off of their roster.
Matthew
I don't know who
Jensen
that
says,
is.
Chances Freed ruined Wemby's Depoy.
Bang, big 3 from Dre.
APJC617 says Rudy basically caused the shutdown in 2020.
Yeah, Rudy's terrible. He's a terrible human being. I didn't even realize I have 17 assists right now.
Chances Freed says, I hope Rudy get them Brandon Roy knees.
That's crazy. He don't jump at all. Well, he jumped for blocks and rebounds, but he gonna be here for a minute. Bang from Barnes. James said, used to have a shooting guard. Why not get 2? Lakers.
Chances Freed says has French. That explains why he is the way he is.
He can't go to the Lakers. I don't think they can afford him either. Even if like they had a trade for him, I don't think they can afford him. But that would be insane. Luka, LeBron, and Giannis?
Sega 2K says contractually Giannis for Jock Clark and GG would be fine money wise.
But then what are you going to?
117 says you average 52 or 54, I forgot.
53.7, I think. Yeah, because the last game was a pass only and my average went down from 54. I'm gonna get one more bucket just to play it safe. I'm scared. All right, we got 2 minutes. Dunked on by Danny Green. It's the evil
Sega
world we
2K
live in.
says you don't think a Giannis and Jaren front court wouldn't be fire.
Yeah, but the backcourt is cooked. And the bench is cooked.
Matthew Jenner says, how many team operations?
Probably 5. We'll check it after. I hate games like this because it gives me a false sense of security.
They'd roll a 5 out with Pippen, Wells, Bane, Giannis, and Jaren.
Forgot about Pippen. They're not winning. Like, I understand it. That does make sense. But I don't see Giannis wanting to go there because they're not going to win.
Chances Freed says Giannis to the Wolves for covert. Chances Freed says covert.
Covert? Who the hell is covert?
Gobert, fuck, I can't spell.
Oh. Gobert's not going for that. You're going to trade the 2-time MVP for, I would say, 4-time DPOY, but his offensive usage would be useless.
Chances Fried, damn.
Prime time.
You hear Stephen A. Smith? Yeah. If y'all want y'all messages read out loud by Stephen, you could become a sub on the Twitch or on the TikTok. And you guys can get your messages read, or a channel membership if you're on YouTube. Get a channel membership. Automatically, your messages are read out loud too. I messed up. Dre, cut. Cut with urgency. I'm trying to throw you an oop. Why are you behind me, Spades? IQ through the roof, huh?
Matthew Gentard says, I think this is the last day of my subscription chat.
Yeah, a lot of people, he hit that. A lot of people who were blessed by JN99. Y'all time is coming up soon on the Twitch. Lakers will sign Dwight Howard. It's a little late for that now. They should have done that towards the end of the season. That's not what I meant to do, but I'll take it.
Tiger 2K says,
What's
"Though you
good,
gotta think
KC?
about the
How you
Bucks'
doing, bro?"
asking price, though, it's not going to be small whatsoever." And Matthew Gentard says,
Gotta go to a team that's got
"Nah,
draft capital.
boy, Clueless got me."
Oh, boy, Clueless got you. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
Sega 2K says, "The Luka trade messed up our perspectives on superstars' values."
Yeah, bro, Rudy Gobert was actually not him himself, but his trade was a good indicator of what a trade should look like for a superstar. If you're not giving up your next 10 years, you don't want them bad enough. Because you're not getting many of those. You shot that? Yeah, you tripping, bro.
Oh my goodness, Valentine! Whoa, no!
Big dub, 30 piece to Spurs, man. And I'm gonna do it to whoever is next. That was a good game, but let's keep it going. Get a decent win streak going because we can still grab the first seed. We are not too far from the 46 games the Nuggets somehow have won.
APJC617 says, "All that to hit the beer out of someone on court side."
They drinking beer with this much time on the
Sega
game,
2K
man. That
said,
was good for him.
Giannis is going to demand at least 4 firsts, 1 young player, and a star-ish player. Jaking28 has donated 10 and says, "Sent Autumn 2024
Appreciate you, Jay.
times 10.
10 lightning, 6 roses.
Jaking28 has donated 6 and says, "Sent Rose X6.
Cutscene?
Chances Free says,
Cutscene?
You exploded with 60 points tonight. Would
I'll
you
show you-
agree that
never
you put
mind.
the team
I'm
on
not
your
gonna say
shoulders
that.
and just willed them to win with the way you were scoring?
Absolutely not. Spurs just suck. Is that an option? I took over and made history. That's weird. Let me think. Let me think. What kind of response is that? Am I about to say something sarcastic? I don't know what that means. So we're going to play it safe and say we all played a part in this win, like a good teammate.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. Sure, I led the way in scoring, but it was a total group effort out there, and we each played our part in getting it done. I just did what the team needed me to do. And tonight, the team needed me to put up points. Really, it's all about doing what needs to be done to come away with that win. That's what we play for, man. You know what I'm saying?
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. 53.7 rebounds and 9.7 assists. We can easily average this double-double on the season. I don't think we have enough time for me to get 10 rebounds a game. So it is what it is. And there's another personality badge. Beta dog. Why would I want to be a beta dog? Okay. Team chemistry ticked up a little bit. Fans are through the roof. GM relationship is through the roof. And the local fan support, it's right there. I think 77, I unlock whatever the bonus is. So we moving on up. We are moving on up. Now we have another game. So follow or subscribe if you haven't already. Because whoever we play next is getting to work. Tayshaun Prince is in my DMs. Good luck. Bring it in the paint against us tonight. We're gonna get into the rim so hard you'll give up. 2 dunks, man. Let me see you try it. Tayshaun. He must have said this before watching film, because I'm getting at least 13 to 14. Anyway, let's get into this game, man. Let's get into the game. TTS back on. Yo, guess what?
Chances
your
Free
headphones.
says, "Catch
Went
the
to
ball,
Best Buy,
good
test
sir."
them out. They sound very, very good. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, these are amazing.
Says, "Why did that sound crazy?"
What?
Sega 2K says, He'll be honest, Giannis isn't going anywhere. He's got too much respect for Dame to just leave him stranded like that.
He said he wants to win more than anything. I don't think he cares.
Chances Freed
And
says,
honestly,
I need a new poll
I
to
don't
gamble
blame
on,
him.
please.
Oh yeah, we need a new poll, y'all. We need a new poll. What we
Sega
betting
2K
on?
says Dame would have to go before he does.
Y'all want to bet on dunks? Let's bet on dunks. Let's bet on dunks. What's the over/under for dunks?
Sega 2K says, did you see what he said in his postgame after we got eliminated? APJ
No.
617 says, what's the gambling poll? Chances Reed says,
You don't mind you wasted
6.5
460?
dunks, or is that too low?
Hey, I'm telling you, these are the best headphones I've ever had. 6.5 dunks? Ooh, that's a good one. That could go, I could either, yeah, that's kind of high.
APJ 667 says, what happened to the 27.5 assists?
That one cashed. No, I didn't hit it. Because somebody went mad because they took my over and I didn't hit it.
Sega 2K says he said his respect for Dame is out of this world, and he said this loss hurt the most because he felt like he owed it to Dame after last year and what Dame did to come back so quick.
All right, let me set that up on TikTok too. So you guys can bet on whether I hit whatever goal we talk about. So this goal for this game is 6.5 dunks.
Chances Freed says, you think Dame gonna be able to pull a KD and come back decent?
He's a lot older than
Sega 2K
KD
says,
was.
so I don't think Head just leave Dame.
I don't know.
If a Giannis trade happens, it would be next season when Dame is back. Sorry for all the yapping, by the way, chat.
All right, yeah. Y'all put that in? 6.5 dunks? All right, cool. Y'all got 10 minutes. Vote on it. If you're on TikTok, it's in the top left corner. If you're on YouTube and you want to bet on those, it doesn't have a feature that lets me do it like that.
Says,
So
I think
you'd have to go to
Hell
Twitch to see that.
Still as a passer and shooter.
Yeah, he'll be a solid scorer off the bench, and I hate saying that. I don't think he could be a Mike Conley because he's a little too ball dominant. Tony Allen, I don't have to play defense.
Sega 2K says, Chances Fried is really 50-50 in my opinion. Has a lot older. I think it's safe to say he's not going to be the same Dame whatsoever, sadly. APJ 6617
Yeah,
says,
no, I don't think so.
It's time to place you and your kids' college funds on this poll.
Yeah, I really don't have to guard Tony Allen. Go stand on the three-point line. Oh, he's just gonna play the dunker spot the whole game? I got bored. Let's go.
J-King28 says, where is the
Iggy? Cash.
J-King28
What's
says,
the ball? Top left corner. Top left corner. It should be a little green symbol or something. Let me know if you see it. Devontae! That's too easy. Yes, it will. Mr. Crazy. It'll be so fast break team.
Sega
With or
2K
without
says,
Ja?
I think the ceiling for him after coming back is 17 to 22 points per game, but Head take a huge step back in terms of overall game-changing
His
ability.
defense will be so much worse, and that's saying
J-King28
something.
Says, no, I don't see.
Oh, good handoff. Devontae, that's twice now, back-to-back games. No, you don't see it? Oh, let me take a look. Let me take a look. It's called guessing game. You don't see it? Somebody bet on it. Steph? Bang, good shot. 6, what's up, bro?
Chances Freed says, Range gonna take a hit too with some vertical loss for his jumper.
Actually, not really. One thing, I shoot like Dame, like mechanic wise. All of his shot, or a lot of his shot power, is in his arms. That's not gonna hurt him too much. Because if you look at his jump shot, he gets like an inch or two off the ground, unless it's a super contested shot. His range will be one of the last things to leave him, because it doesn't take much effort and he doesn't put his legs into it. I'm surprised I got that pass through, but it doesn't matter. Am I playing these old games? On the disc. I'm on the PS4 right now.
Sega 2K says, unironically, his
Or PS5,
defense
sorry.
was actually good this season. Low, I'm not sure if you heard anything AB that, but he was top 9 in defensive rating in the clutch. He just played and tried way harder defensively.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Well, that it's still gonna take a hit, because he forced shots. If he had a big man like Giannis, you think he would be injured like this? Chance of them getting hurt,
Sega 2K
4 out of 10.
says, but that will obviously no longer be the case when Hez back.
Yeah, he might just hang it up. He might. I don't know. I saw him posted something on his IG. I didn't read it, but he talked about he's gonna come back all strong and shit. If he didn't say that, then I don't know.
Sega 2K
But at 34?
says, he said, I am not going out like this.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then he is
Chances
back.
Says, I
The
miss
pass stuff?
Lillard and McCollum.
Bang.
Sega 2K says,
Yeah, Lillard
Hez
and
gonna
McCollum
come
was
back
fun.
or at least try to.
Yeah, he'll be okay. Medicine has gone way better than an Achilles tear 10 years ago. It's different for everybody. Oh yeah, we like this. Is he supposed to be on this team? I feel like he doesn't look right in the Grizzlies jersey.
APJC617 says, I think so.
Oh, this must have been his
Sega
last year,
2K
or close
says,
to it.
I believe if the man can recover from a deep vein blood clot in 3 weeks, he can do it.
I still don't know how he did that.
Chances Freed says, I just missed that 10-14 to 2018 NBA era. Isaiah on the Celtics was so special. I wish that man got a ring with him.
If he would have got a ring, that would be crazy. They went away from him to get Kyrie, and then Kyrie gets hurt, and they go away from that. But it honestly worked out. Celtics has had so many good chances. Like, the Celtics hasn't been bad in a really long time.
APJC617 says, yeah, he was in Memphis from 2013 to
Big boards.
2015.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, so he got one more year there. Steph, can you please shoot the ball? Devontae? Low hook shot.
Sega 2K says, fun fact, the Bucks were the original team to land Kyrie before the Celtics swooped in. We were about to give up Middleton, who was 25 at the time, and Brogdon coming off Rookie of the Year and a first-round pick. Chances Freed says, Boogie on the Kings was amazing too. Chances Freed says, Boogie and the D2.
Who was on the... Thank God he touched the ball. I don't know if anyone tipped it. Who was on the Bucks in 2018?
Sega
Or not the
2K
Bucks.
says, but then Boston
Yeah,
offered
who's on the
Thomas
Bucks?
last min, and they took that off.
Because that would be interesting. That might be a video right there. Giannis went to the... Or if Kyrie went to the Bucks. These Delaware teams are so stupid. Giannis? Oh, yeah, I know that. I don't think they made any noise in 2018. There might have been a first-round exit. Think about it. Think about Giannis' best season. Yeah, I get that. I just don't see Giannis winning. BSL.
APJC617 says, I feel bad for Thomas getting traded to this day.
Celtics ruined his career and then flourished after it. It's an evil world we live in. And I'm tripping like I don't have to get 60 points right now. Let me lock in. Let me lock in. All he do is run and dunk and miss free throws.
It was Middleton, Giannis, Jabari, and Brogdon off Rookie of the Year, and Thon, whose potential was still huge.
Kyrie was not staying for 2 years if he went there. There's no way.
Chances
Prince.
Reed says, Thon Maker or Bol Bol.
Bol.
APJC617 says, dude hurt his hip and was never the same. He was also a defensive liability, unfortunately. Sega 2K says, but we ended up getting Bledsoe instead because of the Kyrie deal falling through. Yeah, no, Kyrie was 100% not staying with us, but maybe he would have. That 2019 run we had, imagine we had Kyrie.
It would be interesting. They would have to make it pretty far for him to want to stay. And I feel like he still would leave. Because Kyrie was in his diva phase. Oh, I didn't know he was going to jump. I could have baited the foul right there. Iggy for three? No, I got you right here.
APJC617 says, what was that?
Devontae stripped
Sega 2K says,
the ball from me.
Our biggest problem was offense. Here's the reason we choked up 2-0, because the Raps game playing to let Bledsoe create, which didn't work at all. If we had Kai, that would have been completely different.
And I followed that jump shot.
Chances Reed says, Warriors
all
down
the way
103
through.
to 89 with 5 minutes left. APG617 says, Devontae said that was a bad shot.
Cash. I guess that's a better one. 21-16.
Saga 2K says, where's Bobo?
We haven't unlocked Bobo in a minute, man. Y'all know the rules. 3 subs or memberships, and Bobo makes an appearance. Bobo has a new personality. He's been waiting all patiently for y'all. Three seconds. Oh, who? Devontae.
Chances Freed says what it costs to buy Bobo.
To buy Bobo.
instead.
$10.
Og Fat Crack says,
Or 10,
let's go
what was it?
Memphis.
1,000 bits? Or 1 galaxy. Actually, no, 1 galaxy isn't 10. Is it 2 galaxies? I think it's 2 galaxies, yeah. Need a conversion calculator. Franklin? Benjamin? Or the turtle? Quincy Pondexter. Oh my god, they keep stopping my dunk animations.
Chances Freed says, Pope Get Crack has arrived.
Uh-oh. 106 to what? What was happening with that Warriors game? Oh, they got me guarding Conley. Devontae, lock up. And I'm the one that needs to lock up.
Chances Freed says, 106 to 89.
I told y'all game 7. I told y'all game 7 at game 3. This was not gonna be a sweet walk to the second round. What a pass, Draymond. I got you. I don't got you. I just really wish that Pistons Knicks went to Game 7. That was my favorite series. But I think I've only seen one of the Warriors Rockets game. We're still gonna watch the recap though in post-stream shenanigans. I hit my hand on the rim. Blocked by Steph.
We got Clips Nugs Game 7 tomorrow.
That's my second favorite series.
If we blow another 3-1 lead and blowing my noggin off. APJC 617 says, Udoka getting revenge on the Warriors. Scriptwriters having fun RN.
Revenge. He needs to get revenge on the Celtics. Two-point game. Only have 11 in the second quarter? Watch out. He grabbed my shoulder, ref. Call that next time. 5 for 5. Oh yeah, we're gonna start chucking. The Pistons gonna be nice next year. 100% agree. Like, if the role players show up like 10% more,
as long as they don't win him happy.
And Cade just gets his turnover situation figured out.
How many dunks so far? I forgot to count.
0. I'm at 0. Don't even worry about it.
APJC 617 says, nah, he was hitting someone's wife while bagging Nia Long. That's insanity.
Imagine losing your job for what you do outside of it. That's not fair. Is this a triple team? Why is Mark Gasol?
Pistons got nothing to hang their heads on. If anything, I'd be ecstatic if I was a Pistons fan. Chances Freed says,
except win a home game,
I'm the
bro.
only person that bet. Og Fat Crack says
they can't win a home game to save their life. Next year, Pistons gonna be like 3rd seed or something crazy.
APJC 617 says, bruh, if you're hitting your boss's wife, you're getting fired.
It wasn't his boss's wife. That was his boss's?
Chances Free says, what's the church's message of the day? Pope Fat Crack.
Oh man.
Og Fat Crack says, thank God this man doesn't work in law. APJ 617 says it was someone up top, basically.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought it was like the team equipment manager or something. I didn't realize it was really like an executive front office girl.
The mistakes down the stretch that killed them. Sega 2K says they turned the ball over too much in clutch time. Og Fat Crack says,
for sure,
chances free justice is sacred.
It's highly likely that'll happen if Giannis sorts all himself.
Tiger 2K says, but that comes with being an inexperienced team like they are.
Fake Drake Van Vliet has 27. Bro, I haven't watched Fred Van Vliet play since the Toronto championship. I don't know if that was the one game we watched highlights, but bro will pull that thing from mad deep. Like running down the court, step into a deep 3 and just chuck.
Chances Freed says, uh-oh.
I would lose my mind if someone I'm playing with does that regularly. But I'm guessing he's just like that, though.
2K says, I am NGL. I think they'll end up as the 3 to 4 seed next year. The East is weak. I think they can smooth sail the regular season.
Yeah. It'll be nice if KD does get traded to the East. Just for balance purposes. Regardless, Celtics really own the league unless they do something stupid. Get in there! No. Yeah, I want to foul Tony out, but I also want him to
where would
stay on offense.
Go, though? Sega 2K says.
Dog, I don't know.
In the East.
Sega
2K
I don't even know how to say it.
The Knicks. APJ617
the issue with
says,
KD,
yo, they are smothering the paint.
Is that you have to be in a win now situation to get him, meaning you don't care about your future. I feel like that's the only way you're gonna get him. I don't really know a team in the East that could do that. That isn't already established.
Says, the Bucks.
The Bucks aren't ready.
Chances
I could see him on the Pacers before I could see him on the Bucks.
Naziest behind the back passes I've seen in a big.
Good block, Clayton.
Sega 2K says the Milwaukee Bucks low. Chances Free says,
Ice
Buddy
smokes.
sold the shot though. Saiga 2K says, if we ain't got nothing to lose, why not?
Because you have your future to lose. It wouldn't make sense. Plus, KD's only gonna be here for about 3 more years,
Saiga 2K
assuming he's
says,
healthy for
what
all
future?
3.
Sega 2K says, we don't got one. Ogfat Crack
Then how
says,
you even gonna trade for
$4.
him? Giannis's value is
J-Sob
way higher
says,
than KD's.
fuck TikTok chat and their fat mothers.
Yo, leave TikTok alone. Oh my garden him.
Ogfat Crack says, relax, Brook. Chances Free says,
Good block.
hack a
Back-to-back
Shaq on
blocks from
Adams right
Clayton?
now.
Deep
Sega
3.
2K says, how much is KD making?
I don't know.
APJC617 says, TikTok got hit with a stray.
Like usual, he gets the ball back and then does that. All players most likely will go to a young, talented team, especially what's going on with the West and East will be a cruise.
Saiga 2K
That's why
says,
the Rockets make a lot of
course
sense.
Chris is eating again.
Oh, that's Tony Allen. I just tried to shoot that on. That's a bad idea. What did Chris do? I haven't seen Chris in a minute. Y'all probably scared him off. I'll live with that. What happened to the Wizards? I mean, nothing. They've always sucked. When was the last time they made the playoffs? When John Wall was there? Oh no, they made it with Russ.
Man to
I think.
score.
Wide open. Tony. Bang. Shout out Tony Douglas. They need solid pieces. Wizards, yeah, they don't even have a franchise guy. Like, not even a franchise guy that kind of sucks. They don't even have a franchise guy. Their rookie is garbage. It's just all around bad. Oh, I don't know if he's garbage. He's not that guy,
I'm
though.
gonna list all your negative accomplishments when they happen, LOL.
Get Tony Allen off of me. Please get Tony Allen off of me.
APJC617 says, the Wizards are just taking up space. Sega 2K says, oh, they definitely got a franchise guy.
I know you're not talking about pool.
JSOP says,
We're
charge.
losing?
Sega 2K says, or forgetting someone. Chances Free says, we really hack a Shaq and
I'm
Adams.
cold.
Sega 2K says, AJ Johnson, Bucks legend.
All right.
JSOP says, subbed out a game.
I hit the bottom of the rim? Good block, Dre. Hold on. Hold on.
JSOP says, predicting a turnover here. Sega 2K says, shacked it.
Okay.
Fat Crack says,
Bro, I am not getting the... I'm going to have the
Bucks.
greatest second half in basketball history.
APJC617 says, go ahead and drop 54, bro.
Bro, I'm purposely not passing so I can get these buckets.
Saiga 2K says, they'll get their franchise guy this offseason with Harper Bailey or Flag.
I feel like the
Saiga
lottery
2K
just ain't
says,
going to get the like
his
fifth
crack
pick.
is so fat, bro.
Please stop saying that. Does free throws remove the cold? It does not.
JSOP says, the fattest crack around.
Steve Nash is officially Memphis head coach? You're lying. Is that real?
Sega 2K says, I've never seen a crack that fat.
Wixar 7-2 walking garbage can. The
Only
funniest
JSOP
thing?
says, the fattiest and juiciest crack ever spawned.
Yo, get some help. The funniest thing was Sar was walking like to the locker room.
APJ617 says, how did they let an A- free throw miss?
For halftime. And the crowd was yelling at him to retire. Imagine telling a rookie to retire. 57 to 64. I need to.
says, how
So
does
many
one
more
have such
points.
a large, juicy, and scrumptious crack?
All right, see, it's for real. Chill out, bro.
Thank you, Kevin.
Chill out.
Andre, what has been the
And then
underlying
Iggy
principle of how you and the
gets
team
the
have taken the floor
post
tonight?
game halftime interview with 3 points, 2 and 2. And of course, he's talking about what doesn't show up on the
Andre,
stat
thank
sheet.
you,
I bet.
Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
I bet. And also, if y'all want a lot more 2K, make sure y'all follow that. Hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button because we got a lot more 2K to play. Playing all 82 games on every 2K from 11 to 25. So if you caught this at 14, you're still a little bit early. Got a lot more to play, man. And we're almost to the playoffs. Where things gonna get a little heated. We'll see how it goes.
Sega 2K says, the offs, baby.
3 points? Yes, 3 points. Everything but letting me talk in this post-game, halftime interview, whatever. But I'm doing kind of bad right now. I wonder who's scoring the majority of the points.
J-Sav says, I repeat, one could only hope to
Thank you.
attain such a fat cracker
Who you
jack.
got going to the finals? OKC Celtics. OKC Celtics. I'll be more surprised if OKC doesn't make it than any
APJC
possible combo
617 says,
in the East.
y'all winning off the power of friendship.
Oh, Friendship is doing a great job right now.
Og Fat Crack says, I bet money on the Knicks winning.
Also, I still have 0 dunks, so if y'all bet the over, I'm sorry.
Sega 2K says, there's just no team that matches up with OKC in the West.
At all.
Sega 2K says, Minnesota can't, Denver can't.
Better not hit that. Excellent. Bang. Why was the quality B+?
J-Sav says, I hope the Knicks win, but realistically, Cleveland or Boston will win.
Ooh. The Knicks going there would be interesting. Brunson legacy
Sega 2K
through
says,
the roof.
I don't even think Boston matches up with OKC.
You don't think so? I think they're the perfect matchup for each other.
Og Fat Crack says, if Cleveland wins, y'all think LeBron goes back? LOL. J-Sav says,
Cleveland.
Boston is
LeBron ain't
super
going back to
stacked.
Cleveland. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's dunk number 1. Finally. Retire and go back to France is crazy. He might win the most improved with this comeback year.
I would love to see LeBron retire in Cleveland, but that's a pipe dream.
Good block,
Sega
Devontae. Let's
2K
go.
says, he'll be honest, Boston doesn't have the depth to keep up with OKC.
Bang. Okay.
Og Fat Crack says, LeBron like perfect, I get to chase rings and finish career at home. Sega 2K says, they'll gas out and end up losing.
Oh, man. Yeah, OKC's bench is a little deeper. But their starters, though. More experience.
J-Sav says, OKC doesn't have the experience, though.
Yeah.
Og
I think
Fat
that
Crack
is going to play in the
says,
finals more so than
side
getting there.
2K. I like how you super analytical about all these teams, but all that goes out the window for the Bucks. Sega 2K says, they're going to have every starter playing extremely hard defense. OKC doesn't start anyone who doesn't get it done. APJ617 says, yeah, experience is the difference. That's what happened with the Celtics and Warriors.
Knock it down.
Chances.
Bang. Big 3 from Iggy.
Imagine if
Running
LeBron
with
and Kyrie
Jones.
stayed in
11 more games until the playoffs. It's right around the corner. J-Dub or Chet, would he be that second option? I mean, J-Dub is already, isn't he? I got bored. Or not. Thank you, Tony. 31 points. Okay, we're on pace a little bit now. I don't like the amount of help defense
Sega 2K
Tony Allen
says,
is playing.
Drew will guard Shy. There goes their best defender. White on J-Dub. Now you are left with Tatum guarding Hart or Chet.
Bang.
That's just a
Douglas
bad
hasn't
matchup.
missed in like 3 games.
J. Saw says, experience kind of beats talent youth a lot in the finals.
That's what I'm saying. I think the talent can get them to the finals, like the Celtics did the first time. But that's where the Celtics experience, specifically in the finals, is going to give them the edge. Even though OKC probably has a better team on paper. But I could be wrong, and they just turn up. Because this is the Celtics we're talking
Fat
about.
Crack LMAO. Fat Crack says, screw the Thunder. They got the refs on payroll.
Prime time.
83. Oh, well, we just turned up on them. I didn't even realize. Once I get scoring, it looks like they fell apart. They scored more with their bench unit in than with their starters. Prince for Midi? Cash. Hawks in 14 was snapping though.
APJC617 says,
Where are they?
that's what happened with the Spurs and Heat in the first matchup and the Thunder and Heat. Experience
Actually, yeah, they were.
over talent every time. Psych 2K says, thing is with OKC, they can roll out so many diff lineups to counter Boston. Boston is pretty limited. Not to mention Drew is also banged up. J-Soft says, is there a wager this game?
Cash, yeah. It was 6.5 dunks over under. I'm at 1. So I didn't even realize how far off that is. I'm guessing 3 might be a better line. $34 points in the paint to our 30. Well, yeah, they're playing through Randolph.
Chances Freed says, I'm the only remain person that bet anyways. Fat Crack says, Low selling those who betted on him to succeed as always.
What do I gain from that? Y'all see how crowded this paint is?
Sega 2K says, and if I am not mistaken, doesn't Boston have to trade someone this offseason?
Draymond just passed Larry Bird in threes.
Sega 2K says,
that's a damn lie.
because they can't resign Drew and Porzingis.
They can't re-sign them?
APJC617 says, 6 dunks would have been realistic if you were a small
I was thinking
forward.
half court and fast break dunks. I could have gotten that. Like right here, leaking out like this.
Says,
but they're
Drew
getting
is
back.
on an extension. I am stupid. J-Sov says,
So who's up for this
LMAO
season
selling those who
with
root
the
you
Celtics?
purposely is too funny. Sega 2K says, a very bad one to be clear. APJ617 says that too. Fat Crack says, what do I gain
They're
by
about to give me a
restoring
charge.
faith
I
in
can feel it.
Chances Freed who believed and betted on me? Fat Crack says. Also, low last
bucket.
stream, I told y'all don't take the unders.
You see, I said historically, don't take the unders. This just happened to be an off day. Back-to-back unders not hitting. Look, I'm trying to go for the dunks, but he's standing in the perfect spot. This is the grit and growing Grizzlies, so J-Dub is actually showing that he's a second option in these playoffs.
Sega 2K
I haven't watched
says,
any of the
this season is just
OKC
Horford
games.
and Corbin. Sega 2K says, Cornet. J-Sav says, Tony Allen is clamping shit.
He's not even guarding me. It's Conley. I can get the double teams is what's killing me. Like I can get to the basket, but it's just super crowded. H-Town forces game 7.
Sega 2K says,
I hope they
Horford
win.
is on his way out after this year.
Oh yeah, he got his ring too. Oh, here we go. Hey, I have to bag for the 360 dunk. Like it didn't cost me 2,000 VC. OKC has only one loss this entire against the entire East this season.
Beautiful 360.
Are you serious? Kizzle, is that real? OKC has only one loss against the East? There's no way.
Says, but next year Porzingis is a free agent, and Boston won't have money to resign him, so they either have to move him, Sega 2K says, or let him walk.
Gosh, nice shot, Barnes.
APJC 617 says it only had to be a fast break where nobody was crowding
Against the
paint.
Cavs?
LOL.
That's wild. I didn't know that. Who
Avery
is this?
Hornion says Hall
Bayless.
of Fame be having me now wanting to play. Avery Hornion says not. Sega 2K
See,
says
that's why I eased up to
they're
it.
29-1. Ogfat Crack
Ooh,
says,
gotta give me that.
would they lose to?
The Cavs, apparently.
Sega 2K says, if you count the Bucks in the in-season tournament final, they are 29-2.
Ah,
APC 617 says, Cavaliers. J. Sal says, how many years do y'all think Bronathan has left in him?
Bronathan. He got one more. Maybe two, but the injury.
617 says,
He's out
nobody
early.
counts that tournament, bro, LOL. Sega 2K says, next year, that's it.
Yeah, we'll see how much it means to anybody in 5 years. He got by me. Jalen Brunson and Cat need to run the show. They want a chance against Boston, 100%. The thing is, I feel like the Celtics have a great team to shut down Brunson. Cat would have to be the one going off.
I take what I said back ID, rather the Celtics win than OKC. Sega 2K says,
Why is that?
APJC 617 Lakers fans were making it a big deal. Chances Free says, how you feel about Kiwi Unk?
Kiwi? Kiwi's alright.
J.
I feel like it's a
says,
little overrated.
I need anybody but Golden State to win. Og Fat Crack
Anybody
says,
but Golden
I
State.
don't like free throw abusers as MVP
Barnes.
or winner. APJC 617 says Sega 2K because that's the closest they'll get to winning anything for a while. LMAO.
That's off. How many points am I at? 43. Okay,
Sega
we're good.
2K says farthest Golden State will get is conference finals at the absolute best.
Bro, it's over.
Chances Free says everybody hating on Golden State's really they know we're scripted to win the chip.
No, you're not, buddy. Golden State's over with. They had their little run. It's time for a new kid in new kid on the block.
Chances
OKC.
Free says I wrote the script. I know.
Yeah, they balled that up and threw it away.
Sega
Good
2K
grab.
says
Clayton.
that 2022 championship feels like a fever dream.
Which one? 2022.
Sega 2K says that's the most random chip ever.
Remember, I was eating fish
Og
watching
Fat
it.
Crack says they had their little run. Miami Heat fan who last won titles over a decade ago.
We have
J-Side
more than
says,
you.
If Golden State even comes close to the finals, I will personally snipe Steph's injured thumb off. APJC
Whoa,
617
okay.
says
Let's not do
Rockets
that.
taking their lunch and pushing the Warriors' wheelchair down the stairs.
What is with y'all? So
Chances Free
violent.
says, I want you to all remember this Golden State blasphemy when the win and Draymond gets his finals
MVP Draymond is crazy.
Sega 2K says, partially because that was the last team without a
Christian,
crazy supporting cast to
appreciate the sub, my guy.
win.
When was the
fuck
release
Rockstar
date? Was it
Games
this
for
fall?
delaying GTA again. Og Fat Crack says, APJ6617. Damn, I thought UE pure professional, LOL. Sega 2K says, bro, what the fuck, Stephen A?
Cut. Oh, pull up, Dre.
Sega 2K says,
Boom.
he
That's my
just
finals
busted.
MVP. 76-111.
APJ6117 says, yeah, it was supposed to be October.
Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't know they had the release
Chances
date on
Street
that.
Says, R.
But to be honest,
Og Fat Crack says, bruv Rockstar always delays, not even surprised.
I want the delay before I want an
they
unfinished
pushed it
game.
back to May 2026.
That's fine. That's fine. Don't drop an incomplete game. Regardless, they're making $1 billion the second pre-orders go up. Regardless.
APJC617 says, OG Fat Crack, I am, but that's
so
what the Rockets are doing to the retirement home that is Golden State, I feel. Sega 2K says, that's a whole year, though.
it is what it is. It's GTA 6, bro. It's the biggest game of the next 10 years. Let them delay their game as much as they need to. I want every bug fixed.
Chances
You can
Free
put 2
says,
years on it.
y'all waited this long, what is one
20,
more year?
exactly. 2027. Ice that thing out. Drop it. Boom. You made $30 billion in 10 hours.
Sega 2K says,
It'll be all right.
you think they're waiting for the next gen consoles to release it?
Nah.
APJC617 says, it gives anyone that's dropping near GTA a break.
Exactly. That's
Og
true.
Fat Crack says, to be fair, Elder Scrolls 6 is taking longer than GTA 6.
Has it? I haven't played any of them. But yeah, I do not want to rush.
And 17
Rush
says,
game.
nah, they're going to port it and they'll run it up again.
2K's gonna suck. Cookies, grab that for me, Kent. Boom! Come on. 3 dunks on the season.
Sega 2K says,
What was that? I don't
and
know what
shit
that
is gonna
was.
take my entire storage on my PS5.
You're gonna need a hard drive just for GTA.
Old Fat Crack says, now GTA 6 is going to be re-released for the next 5 generations of consoles. JSOV says, bro, think about all the people that have died waiting for this goddamn motherfucking game skip.
That's a great question. Let's ask.
Get 2K
Let's see.
says, I can't even have 2K Fortnite and COD installed at the same time.
When did GTA 5 come out?
APJ6617 says,
When did GTA 5
hell
come
yeah,
out?
they don't want you playing anything else.
GTA 5 dropped on
Sega
September
2.
17th, 2013. It's been around for a minute and still going strong.
How many people died, let's say 2014, like 1 year after the game came out until May 2026? How many people have died in that time frame?
That's a pretty broad stat to pin down exactly.
Man, just give me a number, bro. I'm not asking all that.
All right, got you. Roughly around 800 million people passed away worldwide between 2014 and May 2026.
How many people would be in the demographic to actually play GTA 6?
So if we're talking gamers in the right age range, probably around a couple billion potential players worldwide. The gaming population's huge, and GTA has a massive fan base.
Bro, how many people died that would have been playing the game in the span of waiting for GTA 6, which just got moved to 2026?
If we narrow it down to gamers in the typical GTA demographic, let's say around 18 to 40 years old, and use average mortality rates, you're probably looking at something like 50 to 100 million of those potential players who passed away during that time frame.
R.I.P., bro. R.I.P. R.I.P. Y'all better stay alive, bro. Just one more year. Just imagine dying the day before the game came out. Oh my God. Hey, just one more year, y'all. Stay alive. Y'all got this. Bubble wrap yourself. Don't leave the house. And then you die of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Chances Freed says, imagine dying
Who you
waiting
passing
for
it
it
to?
to download. Sega 2K says,
You put GTA
Bro,
6
that
in your
shit is so
PS4 and
scary.
it blows up and kills you. Who is this guarding me?
Og
Was that
Fat
Bonzi
Crack
Wells?
says, GTA 6 gonna be like 500 gigabytes.
That's crazy. You real life in here every day. Hey, Brandon, appreciate you, dog. Spin move. Man, shoot the ball, Dre. 2 threes? No threes. I'm cutting. I'm cutting. Good bucket, O'Neal.
Og Fat Crack says, poor PC players gonna need to wait another 5 years.
Is it not dropping
Sega
right
2K
away?
says, no way the servers work for the first 3 days. Right.
Bro,
on
they're not
GTA
releasing
6.
online right away.
APJC617 says, nah, they're downloading it on the P5 and a car just rams into the house. JSoft says, can't play nothing else but GTA 6 unless you play cloud gaming.
Who got that what's that cloud
Sega
gaming thing
2K
called? That Google
says,
Cloud?
Why wouldn't they? Og Fat Crack says, no Rockstar
Overall,
games
85
always
overall.
later for PC due to optimization.
Why wouldn't they? I'm thinking because it'll be overwhelming. Unless they release it to certain people or you pay extra to get online right away.
APJC617 says, one more bucket, bro.
Oh, you're right, 52. I'm gonna go for 2 more buckets just in case. Look at the double team. They've been double teaming me since the 4th quarter started. It's not working for you. I'm gonna go for
Chances Free
55
says,
and
don't
call it.
give Rockstar an online subscription idea.
I'm gonna submit it in the forums. I gotta wait for y'all to make more money. Y'all already charging what, 80 bucks for the game? Make it 100. Only bonus is you get online 2 weeks early. They're gonna sell that more than they're gonna sell the regular copies, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna need online to even play
Fat Crack says,
GTA 6.
I can't wait for the Batmobile rocket missile underwater bikes in GTA Online.
Please look at this help. Oh, I can't ran into the
Ill
crowd.
submit it and ill ask for a cut for the rest of my life.
I
Sega
just want
2K says,
1
it said it took
cent
2
for
weeks
every
Rockstar
$50
to
y'all
launch
make.
online due to server issues and stuff, and that was GTA 5. GTA 6, I can only imagine how much worse that will be.
Yeah.
JSoft says, you are watching the opening loading screens for GTA 6 and a serial killing necrophile rapist kicks your door in with his pants already down.
That's really specific, Jay.
APJ 617 says, Jesus. Sega 2K says, we damn near might not get online until a month
Yeah,
after
that's
the game
honestly
release.
good. If online drops right away, I'm not playing the story mode. The only reason I played the story mode was because I had it on the 360 and you needed the adapter thing to like get internet. I didn't have the adapter thing until I got it from I think eBay
Sega 2K
like a
says,
year later.
I am NGL. I never played the story mode.
You
Sega
never
2K
played the
says,
story mode?
I just went
What?
straight online.
Exactly, that's the issue. You missed out
Og
on
Fat
one of the
Crack
most
says,
amazing stories
They
ever.
give like a month at least before online, both with GTA and Red Dead.
Cash, there we go.
Jason,
Because I bought Red Dead
y'all
just to
must be
play story
14,
mode.
That's crazy.
I didn't play
Chances Freed says,
the
I
story.
never played story all the way through either.
Yeah, you tweaking. Hope we
Og
can
Fat
transfer your
Crack
account
says,
to
I don't
GTA
understand
6
y'all. I
from
love
GTA
single player
5.
story modes.
You know the answer to that, Justin. That ain't happening. It would be cool though. Did he just score again? 16 points. Who is he? Never played Red Dead. I mean, I like the online. I know it's one of the greatest stories ever, and I'm tweaking.
APJ 67 says,
But it is what it
might
is.
take longer because of how much time they put into the game.
Deep shot.
Sega 2K says, no, I didn't get a PS4 until like 2017, so I knew the story obviously from YouTube
Blocked by
and all
Jones.
that shit, so I just never played it.
Okay.
JSoft says, Red Dead 1 is the best story mode anything I've ever played. Have y'all played that?
I had it.
Og Fat
Never
Crack
played it.
says, yeah, RDR1 is amazing.
Is this our Saturday game? Oh, we're gonna talk post-stream shenanigans. We'll talk about a plan for
Fat
tomorrow.
Crack, I enjoy single-player games as well, brother.
Cookies.
Chances Free says, I love single-player too. I still go back to Call of Duty WW2 campaign a lot. Og Fat Crack says, my fave story games is still Mass Effect Trilogy though. Sega 2K says, have you had any thoughts on the rec runs?
Not really. Like I had a super busy day yesterday. Or today, so I didn't get really a chance to think about it.
Have fun. JSOF says, Mass Effect is a beautiful trilogy.
So I think the way these runs would work best, I feel like doing it post-stream shenanigan style won't make that much sense. Only because it would cut time into the actual challenge we're doing. I think it'll make more sense when we play 25 and then when we play 26. I feel like that's the best way to go about it. Or it could be a Saturday thing. So maybe one Saturday a month, we have like a whole stream dedicated to just running 2K with y'all. I think that would be the best. But I also, like y'all brought up, we play a different game on Saturdays. So, I mean, either way, I'm gonna get this whole thing scheduled out. Every 2K I'm playing, I'm trying to improve something in the whole system we're doing for both y'all and me. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So not as a post stream, but as its own day.
Sega 2K says, by the time we get to 2K25 to 26,
but
we'll
think
be
about
in
it.
2K27.
While I'm playing 25 on this new build that I'm low-key gonna have to buy VC on. Y'all would play with the player y'all see. Y'all would play with John Jones Jr. the 7th. And it just makes sense that the grind I'm putting in on the player is the one y'all playing within the rep. And at this pace, we're probably gonna play it. August?
Sega 2K
So before
says,
26 come
I
out?
support the Saturday grind.
Yeah. But yeah, post-stream shenanigans today. We'll talk about what we do this Saturday.
Ricky G305 says, I hate Buddy Hield and Steph Curry so much.
Jimmy does too. What do you mean Steph
Ricky
though?
G305 says, also Halo, hope you're doing well. Chances Freed says, shut your mouth,
Ricky. Yo, why y'all so mean to Ricky, bro?
But I like the playing WJJ3 idea. That's pretty dope. Like playing W, the main character type shit, LMAO. Og Fat Crack says, watch JJ3 sell us.
What do you mean sell us? I never sell. I showed y'all how cold my player was.
Says, Buddy Hield shot 0-4 and scored 0 points.
That's just Buddy being Buddy.
I don't tolerate Curry disrespect, that's why. APJ6617 says, horse teeth heel. Og Fat Crack says, sell like you just did there. Og Fat Crack says, leave
20.
Buddy alone. Sega 2K says, it's like we're in the cutscene W, all the 2K, my career rivals came together to play with each other LMAO.
Oh man, what 2K was that?
Sega 2K says, but it's us hooping with John Jones III.
Yeah, it'll be subs only too,
Ricky
so that's another reason.
Says,
if you sub on anything, we can run it up.
Dude, Curry was just inefficient today. He needs to be better.
What did Curry end with? What did he end with? Because when I saw him at halftime, it wasn't looking good. Good dunk, Bazemore. I missed some messages.
Avery Hornion says 29.
29, 7, and 2?
Curry had 29, 7, and 2.
Oh, that's fine. Unless his shooting was crazy.
Ricky G315 says 29 points, but shot 9 to 23.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. He had a bad start.
Chances Freed says It didn't help we kept trying to hack a Shaq Adams and he kept hitting. Ricky G 305 says 6 to 16 from 3.
Yeah. I mean, somebody's parlay hit because of the made threes.
7 says, yeah, 39% from the field.
What did Jimmy end with? I know y'all said he was cooking a little bit in the fourth. Bro, I can't dunk. The help defense is
Avery
insane on this
Hornion
team.
says, giving Steven Adams 3 points.
That's what the Knicks should have done with Thompson. Just
says,
foul him every single
Jimmy
time.
had 27 points, but 7-17 from the field. Avery Hornion says 27, I think. Ricky G
Big ball, thank you.
305 says 1 to 6 from 3.
Oh, man. Yeah, that game 7 is going to be nice. What time does the Clippers play tomorrow? If it's during stream, I'm going to do it after, because that's not a game you want to miss.
Throws, bro.
Oh!
Ricky G 305 says 4:30 p.m.
He scored 13 baskets?
Ricky G 305 says PT. APJC
4:30?
617
Oh, that's
says,
decent. That's not
that's egregious. Og Fat Crack says, who y'all got winning the game 7?
Who you got winning?
Sega 2K says 6:30 Central.
I want the Nuggets to win. I'm okay if the Clippers win. That's the best thing about game 7s when your team isn't playing. It's just entertainment. Like, I have no hate for either team except James Harden, but it's kind of passed by. I just want to see a good game. I don't care who wins. They're going to lose to OKC regardless.
I'm going to bet money on the Clippers.
I can see that.
Sega 2K says, you don't got to worry either. It's just have fun and watch hoops.
Exactly. But when your team is in there, you biting your nails to you hit skin. Denver wins, I'll be so happy for Jokic.
Spoken like a Miami
but he's
fan.
still losing to OKC. Man, I'm telling you, the amount of
Sega 2K
lucky
says,
runs we've been on.
I think LA wins. Sega 2K says, I want LA to win. Og Fat Crack says, I don't understand how man is
I got
from
63.
Chicago
It doesn't matter.
supports Miami.
What do you mean? I explained it. It was the first team I ever watched play, and I locked in with the team that won for the rest of my life. Damn. Well, how many dunks is that? Is that 4? Is that 4 or 5? Do they track dunks on here? 4. It's 4. It's 4. It's 4. It's 4. 30-point game. No way we got back to back. Oh. I laid it out.
APJC67 says, I wouldn't want to be a Chicago fan either. Og Fat Crack says, at least you've been consistent being a fan of them, even though they've been losing since 2014.
Actually, we've had multiple positive seasons.
They're just okay with being mid.
Yeah.
J-Sob says, they made the finals twice.
That's a lot more than most teams could say. It's okay. We're about to go back into the dark
J-Sob
ages.
says, great franchise.
The dark ages of 2015 to 2019.
Multiple positive seasons, winning nothing.
It's your team. It's your team, LG. Cross. Bro, I'm trying to cherry pick dunks for y'all. I don't know how I just moved the Oh, this is fraud DPOY Marc Gasol.
APJC 617 says, I was talking about Chicago to be fair, but I guess that counts as Miami too. Low key, LOL. Og Fat Crack says, I don't have one LOL.
Oh yeah, let's keep it that way.
Says, I am NGL. I think it just hit me. I don't think I am gonna witness another Bucks championship in my lifetime.
Prime time.
Every 50 years, my guy. Oh, you'll be alive. You'll see the last one. No way. That's a crazy
No.
way to
Oh my
end the
goodness,
game.
Valentine!
No.
Whoa, no!
Says, all I know is I dislike the Celtics. J-Sob says, is Giannis nearing free agency? Sega 2K says,
I think he has 2
he'll be
years.
69.
What was
Chances
my
Reed
stats?
says, don't
Look
worry,
at it.
I getting ready for the Warriors drought when Curry is gone. Ricky G
73,
305
4,
says,
14, and 6.
what was your stats? APJ 617 says, Saiga 2K,
Solid.
I could told
Responsible
you that if
for
I knew you back
105
then.
points.
Tunis Associate says, I miss drooling on that goatee shawty low.
Tony Douglas. I need him to start.
Ricky G
I need him to
305
start.
says, damn.
I need him to start. What did Steph do?
Sega 2K says, my MLB team is the only team that hasn't won a chip in my life so far. J-Sob says, y'all should get a haul for trading Giannis if he asks out. Don't be so pessimistic, Bucks fans.
Give me Tony, please. Stephen A. Miguel. What's up, Miguel? Yeah, Stephen A.
APJC6717 says, Douglas really dropping more points than Curry. That's crazy. Miguel Thiesinger says, Stephen A. Ricky G
Thought this was a key game.
305 says, to be fair, he only shot once.
That's the problem.
Tunes Associate says,
Oh,
Stephen Kidd.
shut up, y'all.
Chances Reed said,
Game, baby.
What's up, bro?
What you got?
Man, you know I got some news.
What's going on? Everything all right?
Bad news.
Nah.
Oh.
what you- Something happened to your dog or something?
Yeah,
What's going
well,
on?
You know that Sprite deal I was working on?
Yeah, man. Stop playing, dude. Why you do that to me? Come on, let people see me
Don't
out
play
here,
like
man.
that.
That's what I'm
That was
talking
gonna tell me my
about.
boy
Hey,
Vic
man,
was dead.
congrats, bro. You did it, son. Your first big endorsement.
Let's go.
Come on, man, I'm proud of you. All right? Go be changed.
Should have signed with Sprint, but it's okay.
All right, man.
I'm gonna see you out there.
All right, son.
Okay, cool. Did he just call me son? Did he just call me son? It don't matter. Cause son dropping 54. My rebounds went down 6.9 and 9.7. My assists did not go up. What is the VC looking like from this Sprite deal? Can I see? We play the Knicks next. I do have a challenge. We're gonna look at that. Do I not get VC? Hold on. You ain't gonna hype up the endorsement and I don't get paid. 9,000? That's from Jordan. Oh, that was my Jordan deal. Where's my Sprite deal? Do I not get to drink Sprite? Where's my Sprite cranberry? That's crazy. This man hyped me up all that. And I don't get my the answer is clear. It's the thirstiest time of the year and I don't get my commercial. It's all good.
Jaisov says, Sprite signed you to a 360.
Bottom right where? Am I tweaking? I don't see nothing. 360 deal with Sprite is crazy. Gotta check your endorsements from the office. Oh, I gotta go to the office. I'm driving there right now. Okay. You're right. Hopefully they got my check waiting. Honestly,
Miguel
I love that
Thiesinger
feature.
says, the VC
I was
balance.
at 3,000, I think. And this game probably is what that is. If I got less than that,
Sega 2K says, I
from
missed 2K19
a
to
Sprite
20.
deal, we're gonna have problems. But let's get into this. We got one more game of the day.
Miguel
Before we see how
Thiesinger says,
that
has taking forever to read one comment.
before I see how that Rockets game ended. What am I looking for? I have no idea. Standings. We won 2 in a row. We won both of them by 30. And we're 3.5 games behind. 10 more games left in the season. We are progressing
Sega
fast.
2K says, That's hilarious. Now the Pacers want you the most.
Yeah, real funny. They could have wanted me in December or whenever
Miguel
I got traded.
Thiesinger says, we going to be good.
I don't know. I don't
Fat
know.
Crack says,
No, I haven't
congrats
done
to
the
Chances
VC
Free for not
glitch.
believing in Low. Miguel Thiesinger
All right,
says,
so
third
if
seed
y'all
once again.
betted
APJC
on that
17 says,
dunk,
up that
we
midi,
did
bro.
hit the under.
Sega 2K says, look at the 7 seed in the East. Sega
Up the
2K
midi?
says, them boys, man.
7th seed in the East. The Bucks, bro. What you waiting?
Jasov says,
They're not gonna do
one
nothing.
more game, fellas. Hopefully it's a fat L. Miguel Thiesinger says, who was on crack? Chances Free says, what's the next poll
The
gonna
hate
be?
is crazy. That's what I'm trying to figure out. We play. Ooh, we play the
Fat
Knicks.
Crack says, what y'all want thinking?
We play the Knicks.
Sega 2K says, they've never lost to you yet this
We're
season.
gonna bet.
They've blown you out twice.
We're gonna bet Tyson Chandler's entire stat line. Everything added
Miguel
together.
Thiesinger says, did you get a little darker like your skin tone?
What?
Chances Freed says, Mellow and Low combined points.
Tyson Chandler combined stats. How y'all feel about that? Y'all rocking with that or not?
Miguel Thiesinger says, cause it's nice out, so.
Nah, bro, I've been a basement dweller. I haven't experienced the heat for real. So no, I'm still the same shade. Let's see what his average is before we do
Sega
that.
2K says, do the over under you and Mellow combined points. Miguel
wanna do
Thiesinger
that?
says, oh no.
Melo's averaging 25.
Jasov says, has digging your melanin low.
I see.
Fat Crack says, combined stats for how much?
That's what I was gonna say.
J Marsh.
We have to see how much he's
says,
averaging.
I live in a garage. Miguel Thiesinger says, IDK, you look a little different. Chances
the
Freed
same.
says, over under 74.5 points.
74.5.
C Get
That's
2K
too low.
says, do the over or under on how many times your My Player gets stolen in the face.
Okay, so what do you want to do? Y'all want to do Tyson Chandler combined points,
Miguel
or you want to
Thiesinger
do,
says, L, I'm Jasov, yo chill, bro.
or y'all want to do me and Melo's combined points? If we do me and Melo, I think the line should be 85.
Sega 2K says, do Tyson's pro.
Tyson? J.R. Smith is the best player in the whole game. J.R. has been hooping. Oh, 18 a game. I didn't even realize that. He has been hooping.
Jasov says, you are looking mad scrumptious low NGL. What's your squat PR? No troll.
Bro.
Miguel Thiesinger says, yo, this game during its time was different. Saiga 2K says, Tyson's point rebound assist. Chances
All right, let's
Freed
do that
says,
then.
Tyson
17.5?
PRA 1705.
Let's get an accurate number. Let's get an accurate number. Let's see his last couple games. Three points, 3 rebounds in 30 minutes. But before that, is this Rudy Gobert? 10 points, 14 rebounds, 6 rebounds, 5 points, 9 rebounds.
Miguel Thiesinger says, all these songs that were out during this time, like 2013, 2014 fire.
Wait, let's see the last time he played us. That's probably the best bet. He is playing so many minutes and doing absolutely nothing. Where's Golden State? No way it was this long ago. Let me know if I passed it. I don't think I passed it.
Sega
Yes.
2K says, do the over or under on celebrities sitting courtside at MSG. Miguel Thiesinger says, Tyson ain't ever changed.
Nah, once a terrorist, always a terrorist. 2, 1, 2, what's that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 30 minutes.
J South says Tyson isn't a good one. LOL.
I'm saying that he's a wild card. He could have 9 total, but he could have 10 blocks by
Sega
himself.
2K says, do JR or Melo, to be honest?
Yeah. I'm trying to make it unpredictable for y'all. I like me, Melo combined points. That would be
Chances
interesting.
Freed says, wild card. Perfect for the bet.
That's what I'm thinking. He's an addict. You listen to the gambling addicts. They know best. Don't disrespect Chandler like that. You don't know what he put me through
Miguel
on
Thiesinger
2K13.
says, sometimes has good, sometimes has not.
All right, let's do Tyson.
Sega
Let's do
2K
Tyson.
says, yeah, I say do the Melo and JJ 3 points. J
All right, we'll do a poll.
JR would
Time
be fun,
to test the new poll function. Hold on. I wanted to test it. I told y'all. I'm able to combine chats,
Freed says,
poll answers
I prefer
all at
dedicated
once.
Better, not addict.
And everyone could see it. Hold
Sega
on.
2K says, inputting 15K on this BTW, so. Miguel Thesinger says, because has an NBA player, so they don't want to make it seem like has not absolute trash.
Okay. All you have to do is say yes or no. No, actually, which one is that? Poll question. What's the bet? What's the bet? Enter
Tiger 2K
hashtag.
says, why
no,
the hell are we looking
that's
at
stupid.
Rana test stats?
You don't love run our test? Multiple choice. Here we go. Melo
Crack says, I don't know
plus
why, but the
JJJ.
51 is hurting my eyes so odd on a jersey.
Points. Tyson. Actually, that's too much typing.
Sega 2K says,
What should be the line?
Because
you guys gotta type out.
Motherfucker, so
Type out what the answer is. I don't want y'all typing out paragraphs to say. Melo. Points. Tyson. Total.
Miguel Thiesinger says, y'all am kind of tired.
All right. What is this? It's a poll.
Fair enough.
Can you guys see it? Hold on. There we go.
Sega 2K says, Melo points.
Type whatever you want the option to be. Hopefully it works first try. If it doesn't work first try, I'm gonna be pissed.
Says, bedtime, Miguel.
All right, Miguel. Appreciate you pulling up. You ain't stay too long, but it's all good, brother. We'll be back tomorrow.
Sega 2K says,
So type
Melo
whichever you want the
PTs.
bet to be.
Miguel Thiesinger says, has not reading comments right. APJC 617 says, Tyson total.
Just type what you see. Don't type anything else.
Melo
You have to type exactly what the poll says. So it is Melo plus me combined points.
I'ma stay.
You're gonna stay? All right.
Sega 2K says, Melo PT.
So just type in chat which bet y'all want to see. Looks like it takes a second to update.
Chances Freed says, Tyson total.
Because what's the line? If we do, let's plan for it while people vote. If we do Melo points, me plus Carmelo's points, the line has to be like 110. Because I still have to get 60. He averages what, 25? 85 is our average. Y'all know I'm not going to stop at 60.
Chances Freed says 99.5.
99.5? Okay. You play this NBA too? How you liking it, man? You about to go hooping tomorrow? All right, bet. Invite me. I will not be there though. I see a lot of Melo points. We could just rock with Melo points. What, 99?
APJC617 says, what did you drop against the Knicks last time?
It was something crazy. Because that was the same time that was around the 125 game. You would say the line should be 100. I feel like that sounds about right too. Let's see. You're putting a lot of thought into this. Recent games. Here we go. Yeah, I put 100. I put up 101 points. So 100-point triple double. That was the game? That was in February? We're flying.
APJC617 says LMFAO.
So I don't know. Let's see how much Melo put up. I'm pretty sure he was cooking.
Says, put up 101 PTs. Clay gets the interview with 2 PTs.
I'm pretty sure he was cooking too. Yeah, he drops 32. And a lot of his points came in the fourth. Garbage time minutes. So that's why I said 110. I'm not going to go for 100. Unless things just are super easy for some reason. But I think 110 will be the thing. It looks like it's not counting a lot of votes. I'm going to have to play around with this some more. Maybe tomorrow.
APJC617 says, got to make him feel involved. Og, fat crack.
All right, so 110 money line?
Fat crack
or not
says,
110 money
how
line,
kind
but
of you.
over under?
Sega 2K says, why Melo looks so light-skinned?
He got his lights on bright. He looked confused too. I hate that he doesn't have his headband. That bothers me. All right, let's lock it in. The Melo. Me plus Melo points.
Og Fat Crack says, ID still say 99.5.
99.5. Y'all agree with that? I say higher, but y'all the ones betting on it.
Sega 2K says, how does the averages translate to actual gameplay, though?
It doesn't. It's better just to look at our matchups.
Servers off for Melo, too. Can't buy headband, LOL.
He couldn't get his headband?
Sega 2K says, like, do these guys actually drop 30?
Dropped 36 last time.
Og Fat Crack says, 99.5 makes it close,
Okay.
therefore
Let's
more
rock with it
intense
then.
in it.
Somebody put that poll up on Twitter. Actually, I could do it. All right, vote on that poll, TikTok. 99.5.
The
Not the
Megalodon
poll,
says
but
all in
the
on the
guessing
oath.
game.
APJC617 says he dropped garbage time points, Sega 2K.
Predict? Can I predict in this? Oh, yeah, I didn't think they would let me to join the prediction. All right, let's get it. All in on the over. Let's see.
The Megalodon says those couple of no-shoot games dropped your average a bit, I bet.
A point. I dropped a point or so. You're from Brazil? Shout
Sega
out Brazil.
2K says, I just put a massive bet in. APJC617 says,
Yo, this is
you
it,
can
fellas.
predict, you just
Time to
can't
Bro
change the
really
outcome
put
when you do.
We gotta go out there.
15K.
Sega 2K says, don't
Okay, you feel
sell
on
me?
the
my shit,
over.
though.
Let's do this.
I'm gonna get my 54, 60, okay? It depends if Iggy wants to be DPOY or not. Trust me, I have money on the line. I have to hit my 60. But let's get it. Let's get it. Again, TikTok, y'all can vote on that guessing game. Top left
Fat
corner,
Crack
that little
says,
green thing.
Sega 2K.
You can bet on the guessing game.
Every time I put my faith in low, I have a losing record of 1-4.
All right, let's get this. All right, big scoring game. Tyson Chandler about to go off for something crazy. The way AB been playing, I don't really trust him.
Saiga 2K says, that's not very helpful, Og Fat Crack. I am scared now.
Big ball. Let's go. The headband gives Melo powers. Is that the problem? He doesn't have his powers? Honestly, he still might go for 30. Their offense is actually going to feed him the ball.
Says, Saiga 2K. It was meant to deter you from making bad future decisions.
Uh-oh, Iggy. Iggy locking up. Oh, he locking up too bad. Out for the game. I wish injuries were on so bad. Make things interesting. Are injuries on 15 for anyone that played that?
APJC617
Raymond
says,
Felton.
that would have been hilarious.
I got stuck. Put your hand down, JR. I think he still got that microwave badge. But he ain't got no defensive badge. I do though. I goaltend. You have a losing record of 1-4? No way is that bad.
APJC617 says Bin Laden sent that.
Yeah, look at him jumping. Oh my God. He's gonna go up.
Og Fat Crack says, it is bad, low. You sold me many times.
That's a lie. 8-0 in 37 seconds. I don't like that. Banana Swirl, Devontae. Oh, that's a Marito. I forgot about that. Oh, it might be a passing day today.
Then bro had the gall to say, don't take the under.
Don't take the under. It was just an off night.
You wouldn't fucking dare to pass.
Blocked by Jones. Felton for 3. You ain't shooting that. Oh, I'm stuck.
Says, last time Low said don't take the under hit. Sega 2K says
Luke,
shoot that
what's up?
motherfucking ball.
How you been? Green light. Cash. There y'all go, man. Relax. How have I been? I've been good, man. How about you?
Saiga 2K says, bang.
I'm gonna let JR score so Melo doesn't get the ball. Amari, you don't shoot those. You only shoot the wide open ones. I got your help. I got your help. I'm right there. Yeah. Dunk some. Yeah. Look at this team ball we're playing. Let's get this going. You been good? Just committed to college the other day. That's what's up. Where you going? Duke University. Northeastern? Okay. Okay. I feel like there's a couple of those. Only one I know is the one in Chicago. You're not a Chicago man, are you? Cross, spin move. Nope. That didn't work. That's Northwestern. No, there's a Northeastern here too. Played my 8th grade football games over there. Good pass. Easy layup. In Boston? Okay. Happy for you, man. Go get that degree. Unless it's in like theater or something, and don't get that degree. Don't. It ain't too late to back out. Nah, finance. Okay, cool. You valid. You valid. Cross. I don't know what that possession was, but we on the line. 5-point game. Warriors game 7 tomorrow. Tomorrow. I don't think it's tomorrow. They play back to back? No, they play Sunday. I was about to say back to back?
Nah, Warriors on Sunday.
Unless you're in a different time zone. But hey, that would have been wild.
Childish question low. Have you been to Scene O'Block?
No. Regular people don't like talk about those things. I know where it is. That's a goaltend? I know where it is, but like ain't nothing over there for me. I'm not going. That's a internet addict tourist destination. You'll be real disappointed because there's nothing going on over there. Why is J.R. Smith playing defense? You can't play this game, it's hard. Bro, practice. I don't know what difficulty you plan on, but ease up to Hall of Fame. I didn't play Hall of Fame until, what is it? February? Maybe beginning or mid-February? But I played all 82, so Devontae. Bang, let's go. How's the MyCareer going? Oh, we've been running it up. Averaging 55, 7 and 9. And we're the 3rd seed. So we're making some moves. Yo, Iggy's locking up. There we go. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're about 9 games away from the playoffs.
What's been your best record so far?
In every 2K? It might have been on the Heat. I think on 11 we were the. Wait, were we the 1st seed? That's a good question.
APJC677 says, yeah.
Magic, we weren't 1st. Knicks, we weren't 1st.
Which 2K did you start on again?
Started on 11. That was when I played with LeBron. We went on a losing streak at a certain point when I upped the difficulty, and then we kind of evened out. I would have to check back. That's a really good question. I feel like 14 has a case. 14 and maybe 11, maybe. 12, I don't think we're up there.
Says, thick 2025, Felton 2014, Felton.
He's super thick now.
Og Fat Crack says, so you played with LeBron, Wade, Bosch had the best record and still didn't win.
You don't understand. He's sold. LeBron sold me. We lost in the 1st round against the Bobcats.
617 says, yeah, I thought 14 did too. That's what made me ask.
We lost in the 1st round against the Bobcats. Steven Jackson was frying LeBron. I'm talking 30 a game. I think, did we get swept? No, we took a game. I think we took a game. We took a game. And LeBron just was selling,
big
dog.
Four with the best record lost to the Bobcats.
We lost to Steven Jackson because of LeBron. This is LeBron's sell year, so it is lore accurate, but it's nasty, bro. It's nasty. I'm pretty sure that's lost footage. Actually, maybe TikTok has it saved. TikTok might have that series saved because I'm pretty sure the VOD expired on Twitch, and I didn't stream on YouTube at that point. But yeah, at least 14 and up is well documented. Who is that? Is that Shump?
APJC617 says, that's funny that happened because I had Steven Jackson as a teammate in 13 and I couldn't trust him to drop 10 points. Jasav says, I believe the game mode is called MyCareer, not LeBron's career.
Dog, there's proof. Alec is my witness. Alec was here, right? Yeah, Alec was here. Man. Illinois State Redbird T. Yes, sir. Mason, you know what's up. Go Birds. Bro, LeBron sold me. I told y'all before, that picture behind me.
617 says, yeah, it was hard to watch.
That picture behind me of the purple and like the neon colors of the Heat court. That used to be a picture of Bron. I had to take it down after what he did. It was ridiculous, bro. I gotta find this footage. It's gonna suck because it's gonna be in vertical, and it's gonna be like the TikTok format if TikTok still has it up, because that was a few months ago.
Says, I am NGL. My bet is looking chalk.
Has Melo got a bucket yet? What's your school? Where I see someone streaming with it on. Dog, I worked for the Sportings team.
Fat Crack says,
I have so much
617. Be honest, it was
ISU
so
gear.
Right.
I didn't
Byron
sell. I was
Prevost
doing
said,
my thing.
Bro, try been on the Raptors. They are so ass in 2K13. J-Sob says, I only believe it because APJC 617 vouched that is too funny though. APJ 617 says, it was unrealistic. LOL Jackson was just casually scoring on J-Sob. Sega 2K says, I know someone who played for ISU. Sega 2K says, I'm not sure if he still hoops there, but Sega 2K says, Jordan Davis, he Johnny Davis' brother.
Oh, no clue who that is.
APJC 617 says, nah,
Jordan Davis?
I swear,
I know a Davis. I mean, not personally, but like I said, I worked for the team that was at every sporting event and stuff. I do remember a Davis. Is he like a tall, light-skinned dude?
How much is he paying you?
I think he graduated. Bro, I'm gonna find proof. When I find the proof, I'm gonna put it in the Discord.
Sega 2K
Cash, I'll take it.
Jordan Davis. Yeah, tall, light-skinned.
I'm pretty sure he was there. I didn't know his first name.
Brother of Johnny Davis, the NBA player.
Don't know who that is, not gonna lie. But dude, we were so mid. Like, I don't think we beat our rivals at all, for real. Devontae! Oh my god. Oh, wait. Okay, you've been redeemed. We never beat our rivals. It was ugly.
The guy the Wizards took at 10 in 2022 out of Wisconsin and has a bust. APJ 617 says,
oh, that's why I don't know him.
This is free of charge, but LeBron would play like J.R. Smith in the fourth for some reason. Fat Crack.
Yo, dude, the amount of times LeBron would catch. You see where Shump is right now?
Ant says, UNC, what's up? Sorry, M. Late. I've been up raging on NCAA.
You good, bro? Do you see where Shump is?
Random question, guys. Do y'all think Luka retires a champion?
Yeah. This is where LeBron would shoot the ball while being double teamed. I swear to God, I'm not exaggerating.
Bad, he still had Wade and Bosch and still lost. Excuses.
Bro, you have no idea the power LeBron had to get the ball in his hand. Okay? LeBron would catch the ball here.
Oh, shoot UNC,
turn to the basket, have a double team come at him, and then just toss it. I'm talking about consistently.
Easy. 3 says, ILO house stream going.
It's going terrible. I'm getting flashbacks and high blood pressure from explaining how bad LeBron was on 2K11.
APJC67 says,
you're a witness too. You saw what LeBron was doing.
The new NCAA brings the worst out of you. Ant says, LeBron on 2K11.
Yeah, when I was on the Heat.
I would love to see that LOL.
Like that was different. That was different.
Easy. 3 says, me, witness? Yeah, I witnessed greatness with Bron.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, you was one of the Bron Glazers at the time. Forgot about that. I'm gonna look for the footage. We can look for it in post-stream shenanigans too.
Yes, bro.
We got a
Somebody
couple
relates.
things to do.
I almost smashed my controller today playing NCAA.
Bow?
APJ617 says, it was confusing LMAO Braun was a double agent in the fourth.
He was the original terrorist.
3 says, nah, but for real, Braun did sell. It was crazy.
You see? I'm trying to tell y'all. There's not that many people that are like consistently in here that watch the sell.
Says, the lore accurate 2011 choke is a hilarious thought. I wish I could have seen it.
What's crazy is he just progressively got worse as the season went on. You were there too, Ant?
I guess 2011 Braun choking is even canon in the game.
Oh, well, there it is.
APJC617 says, talking about this like WW2 stories.
Man, it keep me up at night. I tell you, I'll be waking up. Can I make it A- free throw, please? Yes. Follow through. I'd be waking up in a hot flash like D-Wade in those Gatorade commercials.
I first started joining at 2K11.
Okay, one of the OGs. Y'all might be the 3 OGs. And Byron too, but Byron, he be lurking in the darkness. I don't know if he even here right now. Shout out Byron.
J-South
Good block.
Did you win in 2K12 or 13?
Nah, bro. 12, it was the White's fault.
Oh, wait, I just saw you got on court coach at last.
Yeah, we got it.
Crack says, man still ain't won at all. Easy 3 says, ain't we one of the last OG with Alec? Still anyone am missing low. Byron Prevost says, yeah, I'm here.
I don't know. What's up, Byron? Were you here for 2K11? Like I said, lurking in the dark. Anyone else who was here for 2K11, make yourself known. Oh no, Justin wasn't here yet because I didn't stream on YouTube yet.
Never forget 2K12 Jameer. Byron Prevost says, yes, I was. Jaisov says, lurking, you called it. LOL. Easy 3 says,
you were? Okay, there you go.
Singing in someone else's live. Ant says, easy 3 facts, man. Chances Freed says, I caught just a couple of 2K11 streams, but I wasn't subbed or following yet, just in my FYP. Sega 2K says, I don't know where I would be in life.
That's a few people. That's a lot of people, actually.
Blue says, Tyson Chandler
in a better place, hopefully. 80 close shots.
Says,
why can't I get past
UNC
Felton?
Gets nightmares. Some days is Stucky, some days is Dragic.
Bro, Stucky is not in this conversation.
Sega 2K says, ID be dead of boredom.
Yeah. You be dead of boredom. Y'all would be alright.
Chances free.
What's up, Blue? Oh, Blue might have been around there too.
LOS Streams ID have $20 more than I did yesterday.
Blue, were you here for 2K11?
3 says, and other days he dreams about his banana swirl with Dwight Howard. Sega 2K says, why is Raymond Felton lame ass pump faking from 35 feet like he gonna pull that?
I don't know. I also don't know why I can't buy a bucket.
APJC610 says, I remember seeing Blue in like 12 or 13.
That's what I feel. I feel like late 12.
3 facts. Blue says, nah, I got here right before All-Star Game 2012. Sega 2K says, selling my $90
late 12
on my team low.
I know. I be knowing.
Chances Freed says, don't disrespect Raymond Felton. I use his name for my DoorDash. Sega 2K says, wish me luck.
What?
Sega 2K says, I thought him for $480K.
He's too massive. Pause.
Ant says, easy.
He has too much.
Don't forget his dreams about
his girth and tonnage is too much for John Jones. But I could take this small white guy. Bucket. Let's go.
We should have a Discord poll to see if people think you winning a ring in 2K14.
Put it up.
APJC617 says, Checks out the way he has built now, Chances Fried.
Set it for multiple days.
3 says, Ant, yeah, ek ha ha. Sega
There we go.
2K says, in a crib bustin', my Tylo dance. Blue says, I say in about 21 we make an all-star matchup with both teams full of lost enemies.
There's not
J-Soft
enough
says,
for 2
"We
teams.
cannot bear the girth and tonnage." Jado Tarek says, girth and tonnage. APJC 617 says, you want to provide detail to your comment low? Chances Freed says,
What did I
can
say?
we check the vet at half?
Yeah, let's check
Freed
it.
says, bet.
Melo might not even have 10.
Blue says, nah, just the starting 5 of each. Sega 2K says, I am chilling right now dancing.
What
in
would
my
make
room,
more
my life is
sense?
good. Sega 2K says,
What would make sense
I love
is
life.
a team of my
3
ops
says, Blue, that's
and then
gonna
a
be all
team
the
of
teams he plays
my
on.
my
Ha
favorite
ha.
teammates.
J-Soft says, it's funny that
So,
you say that.
I want
He's
JJ.
actually in my crib busting without the Tylo dance. Blue says, look why the camera's so zoomed in on you, I can see your nose hairs. Ogg Fat Crack says, Sega 2K breaking news, Giannis got traded.
I don't know.
Sega 2K says, J-Soft valid.
Yeah, all right.
Sega 2K says, Og Fat Crack, ill maker crack less fat.
Playing
If you keep playing
2K11
with
a
me
month
like that.
ago.
Blue says,
Alan, my guy. I
Alan
was
Peter
playing
Cayetano,
2K11
2K11 was like January.
in December.
Og Fat Crack says, Sega 2K,
Yeah,
that's just
that was a
impossible.
long time ago.
J-Sov says, valid is a hilarious response.
What are y'all talking about? I zoned out for a second.
17 says, at one point you got to make a 3v3 with all the JJs if that's possible, LOL. J-Sov says, who won the
It
championships each year low you remember? Sega 2K says, M selling
No
my
clue.
99 overall LeBron in my team low. Easy. 3 says, Lo, you need to release some of the mods who don't come at all and
I don't
get
want
new
it.
ones in here. Blue says, why don't
Yeah,
you
we need
get
new
Pablo
mods.
Prigioni on a winning team? Hashtag bring him to the Bay. Og Fat Crack says, 2K13
Bro, I
was
don't
amazing.
want him.
A bum-ass Suns team beat the super team Lakers, the Heat, and overcame a 2-0 deficit to Low. Your mods are ass low NGL. Sega 2K says, no,
Bro,
you don't
we have
gotta
like
buy it. He's just on auction anyway.
11 mods?
.ES at 430,000 right now with 30 minutes left.
We need more mods on YouTube.
J-Sav says, fuck the mods and fuck TikTok chat.
Oh. Anybody on YouTube want to be mod that's in here consistently? Make yourself be known. A lot of people on YouTube, they just be chilling. They like throw it on their TV.
Old Sue says,
And it got me playing in the
I
background.
want a J.R. Smith.
But I need some
ball
mods
game.
over there.
APJC 617 says, J-Sav
Pablo?
when? Blue says,
I don't want y'all to
YT
move.
mod. Sega 2K says, me and APJ617 are the most consistent mods. Og Fat Crack says, bro just hates everyone I respected. Ant says,
Who do you think?
whoa, who said that BS tell them come outside? Sega 2K
Y'all
says,
fighting over nothing.
we
We're
stand
supposed to
on
be
shit
a
over here.
family.
Sega 2K says, we don't fucking okay. Jason, him trolling guys don't take
What
me
does
seriously.
JR have?
Sega 2K says, play. Easy. 3 says, Io who said that I'ma swing by if you want to chat like that. Got Crack says, Seg 2K, how could you leave me out like that? We've been through so much. Blue says, easy, how's
Crazy
your girl
question.
doing? J-Soft says, I just wanted to cause some chaos and I seem to have succeeded.
Okay, Bobo Jr.
Cole 2 says, I be turning on your streams on my TV some nights. Ant says, YT chat wish they can be as lit as us.
I'm telling you. Listen.
Blue, she cool.
Right now, for anyone watching anywhere,
APJC 600
90% of the time, you guys are hearing Twitch yap, which is cool. After this month, a lot of those voices are gonna go quiet because the sub is gonna disappear. So it could, the 4 nations could be in harmony. Well, I guess it's only 3 nations. The 3 nations could be in harmony because the Fire Nation about to go by that comment real quick and they finna be depowered. All right, unless JN99 makes another appearance and drops another 200 subs, but we'll see. Oh, got him. Put me back on the line. Thank you.
Sega 2K says, YouTube chat remind me of a fucking library. I never hear shit from YouTube motherfuckers. Ant says, wait, what? Chances Freed says, I got that TikTok sub still. I will not be silenced. Sega 2K says, Og Fat Crack, we love you, don't worry. Sega 2K says, you have the fattest crazy. Og Fat Crack says,
yeah, Twitch is the most balanced.
YouTube. It was either really supportive people or the worst of the worst. I found my people and fellow trolls here on Twitch. Cole 2 says, I'ma stay sub on TikTok. APJC617 says, it'll renew for the month, I just don't know when ITIL go out. Easy. By 3 says, my sub.
We'll see what happens mid-May.
I ain't even renew it. Ha ha. Just happy, so stay subbed up though. Ant says, I have sub on TikTok. I can't
fucking this man.
Sega 2K says, JN99. Chances Freed says, the Pope
y'all trying to
will
sub in
never
him
leave
to
the church
buy
of
y'all
Twitch.
some subs? That's crazy.
Sega 2K says, we need you. JSav says,
why y'all
beefing?
Why you beefing with TikTok?
Factor, in my opinion. I want all the smoke with TikTok chat because they are ass. Blue says, mine goes out at the end of TMRW.
That's Chop giving up shrimp.
Og Fat Crack says, TikTok just be donating sausages and shit. Easy. 3 says, happy to help Low pay his Wi-Fi bill. Ant says, Batman is always gonna be sub. Ant says, you are doing what
do you
to
mean,
that man?
Ant? Yes,
Blue
20.
says, yo, why can't I just sub for a month anymore? Easy. 3 says, he's just a follower because he's the first.
I turned that off.
Chances Freed says, I don't like TikTok chat because I have to
May
hear
24th?
every damn
Oh, wow,
donation
you got a
they
minute.
do one at a time.
Is that Stephen A?
Byron
Yeah,
Primo
it
says,
is.
I'm here until May 24th. Take it 2K says.
Bro, the
TikTok
beef
chat,
don't even make
whole bunch of
sense.
sorry ass
That's not the guy to throw a
motherfuckers.
hoop
They talk
over.
a whole lot of shit. Tell them come the fuck outside. Cold 2 says, TikTok chat is the best we have the most people chatting.
What?
Fat Crack says, Lo, please use the sub money to buy some meat. I was
Bro,
sad
my
when I
entire
saw all
freezer
3.
was frozen meat.
Blue says, nah, it's 3, 6, and 12.
Floater. First floater of the game.
YT
Of
chat
2K.
gets mad because they don't hear themselves in UNC's posted clip.
Hitting clear display. That's what's up. That's another thing too. There are at least 50 people.
JSav says,
50 people that
TikTok chat
are,
niggas
you know,
be begging for
consistent
hugs and
on all
shit.
platforms, but don't say a word.
The only thing Twitch got on
Silent.
us is no
Like,
filter.
I'm looking at my analytics on TikTok.
Easy. 3 says, Twitch chat still using mom's phone.
There's a lot of people who are racking up the entire hours of the stream,
where my
but have not said a word.
Motherfuckers.
Because watching this is therapy. That's what's up, NBA Casual.
The Megalodon says TikTok bots.
No bots. Real people.
Thank you,
They
Kevin.
come
I'm
in
through with J.R.
when the
Smith.
stream starts.
You seem to
They
be
watch
playing
all the
with
way
plenty of
through.
determination.
They don't say a
The
word.
Megalodon
Appreciate
says,
y'all.
bet
Appreciate y'all.
update.
Thank y'all. And this man has 22 points on my head.
Says, Twitch is smoking on TikTok chat and it's not close, unfortunately.
Nah, I'm a
Sega
bot.
2K says, NGL has right. I actually be vibing when I watch the stream. Sega 2K says, they dead ass feel like
That's
stress
what's up.
relief.
I'm happy y'all enjoying it.
Easy. 3
Lester, what's
says,
going on, bro?
Twitch chat scared to come outside. Ant says, Twitch chat because all their personalities are bland.
Why y'all on that?
Cold Sue says, I'm about
Aaliyah,
to.
what's up?
Og Fat Crack says, the only dude I from TikTok is the Jordan dude. He be funny.
Don't encourage
J-South
Jordan.
Says, we are way funnier over
Y'all
here
just
on
louder.
Twitch.
Okay? Y'all louder.
Sigga 2K says, just watching some old hoops and speaking about ball and other
22.
things. W, my
Yes,
boys.
Capone, 22.
The Megalodon says, what's Melo got?
Oh, yeah, let's check. After this whole thing go through. What are you trying to achieve to move on to the next 2K? The goal is a championship. Regardless if we win the championship or not, we're moving on to the next 2K. So for anyone
Sega
new,
2K
let me hit the
says,
explanation
I am
real
so
quick.
fucked, bro. I lost 15K.
Let me hit the explanation. Every 2K, we're playing 82 games. We're trying to win a ring. Win or lose, we move on to the next. So we're about 9-10 games away from the playoffs.
J-South says,
We winning it this
Blue
year.
doesn't even
Trust
brush
me.
his teeth every day.
And then we move on to
Og Fat
2K15,
Crack
and then we
says,
repeat the process
Sega
until we
2K,
get to 25.
I told you to
Now,
not put
as
faith
far
in
as
low.
this,
Easy.
the plus,
3
not the
says,
plus minus,
Twitch
the
chat
over-under.
need to
The
come
over-under is
outside.
99.5 points combined for Melo and me.
Sega 2K says,
Let's see.
Archie Fat
I got-
Crack,
I
I
got
can't
40.
believe I didn't listen to the
got
guy
40
with the
at half.
fattest crack. I deserve the loss at this point, honestly. Og Fat
That's
Crack
not the right
says,
sound effect.
Yes, I also heard we
Melo
winning in
has
2K13.
13.
And what happened? Sega 2K says, I wish my crack was as fat as his. Og Fat Crack says, chances for it, it's okay. Mistakes are there to learn from.
I'm gonna try to play better defense on JR, because not gonna lie, all of this was on me. I can't even blame Steph because I've been playing shooting guard the whole quarter. But yeah, I'm gonna try to play better defense so Melo gets the ball
Easy.
more.
3 says, who talking
But
on
you better
Twitch?
pray. Iggy is not
Sega 2K says,
locking up,
we're on pace. Holy shit.
because
Sega 2K says,
yeah,
wow. Sega 2K
Iggy's
says,
playing defense.
I might hit. Blue says,
Back-to-back blocks
low
on
am I
Melo, and then
still
he didn't
suck?
touch the ball again.
Og Fat Crack
I hear your
says,
voice. Sounds
Sega
like you
2K,
are.
I'm just letting you know I'm sorry in advance. The Megalodon says, Clay 6 points in 5 minutes. Ant says, Twitch chat is the
Play a statement
2024
game?
Brooklyn Nets. Sega 2K says, you need to score 40 again this half
That's
low.
crazy.
Sega 2K says, Og Fat Crack,
I do.
uh-oh. Chances Freed says, Buddha take the majority of that 18K. Og Fat Crack says, might have to hit that only pass.
Oh, I didn't even see what the odds were. What was the odds for the prediction? 87% put over. Who put under? Who put under?
Blue says, it telling me I can't renew because my billing cycle will mess up because ETL auto renew later. Blue says,
How did
my
that get
son
through?
expired today. APJ617 says, the Pope might have. Og Fat Crack says, I took the under, of course. I have a 1-4 losing record when I put faith in low.
And one?
Chances Freed says, I got over 1,800
I don't know what you're
on
gonna
the
do with
under.
all that winnings.
Og Fat Crack says, basically the Pope and his Cardinal took the under. Cold Sue says, my sub expired in 23 days.
Y'all some funnies.
Easy 3 says, I wonder what happened to that dude who
There we
lost
go.
his knees. Chances Freed says, the church leaders turned the under because we got that insider info.
Oh, Speedy?
Ant says,
No, Speedy
I
had
took
ankle
the over,
surgery.
I just didn't have
Easy's the
cameras
one that
on.
lost his knee.
Blue says, Tyson Chandler stealing the ball from John Jones, the third wild.
Okay.
Saiga 2K says, sitting while I'm thinking.
Melo got
while I'm
15.
sitting. Ant says, easy.
There we go.
What happened to the guy Chris with his girl?
That was J-Mar's girl. He hopped in here. Is he still in here? J-Mar's girl
The
for everybody.
Megalodon says, you might take 100 shots this game. You at 50 now. Saiga 2K says, I miss those Chino Hills days.
I'm not at 50 shots. There's
J
no way.
South says, TikTok chat is the 1970 Marshall University football team. Spoiler, a good chunk of them died in a plane crash.
Bro, what is wrong
Sega
with you?
2K says, Prime Hoops era.
Pass the ball to Melo for the people.
Three
Here we
says,
go.
Ain't he come and go? I see him sometime.
Melo selling.
Siga 2K says, J Marsh girl for the team.
Shout out J-Mar's girl, man.
Chances Free says, J Mar's girl at my crib, watching with me right now. Easy. 3 says, yeah, I lost my knees, had my surgery yesterday, and recovery is so hard.
That's what's up.
Og Fat Crack says,
Did you live?
I feel bad for that Chris dude and Mr. J Marsh.
Man, I haven't seen
Blue
Chris face
says,
since. I don't like how y'all did that.
Low Howe was living through World War II.
I'm not doing this again.
The Megalodon says, oh, that was team stats. APJC617 says, I remember
Belden?
someone on TikTok said they'd give you their firstborn if you drop 86 in 13.
Oh, yeah.
Og Fat Crack says, poor dudes just got ragged on.
He hasn't shown up since.
Blue says, easy.
Oh, no, he
Yo,
has. He showed up
you
again
For real?
a few days later.
Ant says,
And then was playing dumb
Twitch
when I tried
chat's
to
still
collect my
going.
child.
They're not the 2016 76ers. Easy 3 says, Blue Yam looking at 6 to 9 months on the sideline. APJ.
Why are they showing Will's stats? Like I didn't break that
Glad
3
you got
times.
your surgery easy. Sega 2K says, Og Fat Crackets hunt or be hunted in
Jeremy
here.
Lin in New York?
Gotta watch
Nah.
her back at all times. Shit can get crazy real quick.
This is like
Chances Free
2
says,
years after.
Chris J. Marsh and Miguel all
Lin.
got dogged on and haven't been heard of much since. Og Fat Crack says, Miguel showed up here today. Blue says, Lo, we got a share spammer.
Yeah, Miguel was just in there.
APJC 617 says, I think his name was Sewer or something. Blue says, easy.
Yeah, you
Well,
just
they'll
broke
be
your
praying
finger a
for you,
couple
man.
days ago. Oh no.
Ant says,
Everybody getting
TikTok
hurt.
is just like
we
the
got
League
no
Village,
knees,
all of us top
no
shotters.
ankle.
Saiga 2K says, what happened
No
to
finger?
the dude W, the grocery list? Saiga 2K says, he hasn't been here in a while. Easy.
Not
3
doing grocery
says,
lists.
Blue, thanks, man. I'm going to be back in 4 months. I'm pushing hard. Og Fat Crack says, Miguel didn't really get dogged on. He
4
just
months?
argued with someone.
Relax.
Chances Freed says, damn how y'all getting injured so much.
Hey!
Og Fat Crack
What?
says, Tristan J. Mark got dogged on back. The Megalodon says, Sega 2K got lost in the grocery store.
This
Sega
was
2K
personal.
says, Chris just fat. Sega 2K says,
This is personal.
the
is a clip.
Megalodon, you right.
That's a clip.
Blue says,
That's a
Lo,
clip.
how was your daily panda
That's a clip.
with a
That's a
side
couple
of
clips.
spaghetti and rice? Sega 2K says,
Daily. That's
OMG on
crazy.
Tyson. APJC6117 says, Bin Laden body. Ant says, that's definitely AI.
How
Sega
Obama
2K
did Laden when they found the cave.
Hitler dead.
Bucket.
The Megalodon says, J Marsh girl, in waiting on you, shorty. Easy. 3 says, I am cutting recovery short, man can't be stuck on the sidelines or I'ma look like post NBA Felton. Chances Free says, the Megalodon ill
But you won't
send her
get that
over
out of
when
shape
M
in
finished
that
with
few
her.
months. He
Sega
passed
2K
out?
says, J Marsh girl so bad.
You're
The
not going up.
Megalodon says, Chances Free good looks, my dude. Ant says, that's my type of pass. APJC617 says, up your protein easy, you'll be straight. Easy.
Up
3
your
says,
protein, lower them
"I'm
carbs.
just sitting and eating, man, I miss the gym." Og Fat Crack says, imagine being dogged on when you not even in chat anymore.
My boy sneezing up a storm.
Easy. 3 says, I miss doing a 360 windmill from the free throw line. Chances Freed says, long live the legend of Jay Marsh's
Jay Marsh
girl.
was just in here for a
The
minute.
Megalodon says, Chris did nothing wrong. Sega 2K says, I lost like 15 pounds in a month while not even trying to. Sega 2K says, and I was skinny. J-Sob says, Jay Marsh girl is so bad I would eat it and not expect anything in
Why
return.
decrease carbs? Because he's not going to be burning it. His body doesn't need.
Sega 2K,
need it.
I feel you. I used to drop almost 20
Excess
pounds
carbs
every
will just
track
mean his
season.
body's going to be storing energy he can't
Easy.
burn, and he'll just get
3
fat.
says, nah, I just miss playing ball.
That's why most fat is just
Chances Freed
you're eating
says,
too much carbs and
I was
stuff
going
your body's
from
not using.
155 to 135 to 140 in one season. Sega 2K says, Chances Freed cardio does wonders. The Megalodon says, J-Saw very unique taste.
Reggie Jackson.
Easy. 3 says, am eating anything my mom or GF
Oh, okay,
brings
that's
or
your
makes.
problem. My grandma offered me 13 different plates of food in a span of 2 hours
Ant
today.
says,
My answer
well,
was, I'm
am
good, I'll eat at
Batman,
home.
so I don't ever have to worry about being fat.
That's a bucket.
Sega 2K says, it's crazy, losing weight is so easy. All you gotta do is go walk every day for like an hour and you'll lose so much weight as long as you don't eat bullshit. Chances Freed says,
Honestly, you don't even
Sega
need to
2,
do that.
Cade ain't
Y'all seen
doing
the
wonder
guy?
when I'm already too skinny. Og Fat Crack says, W Grandma.
Y'all seen the guy
Og
who
Fat
ate nothing
Crack
but
says, how
McDonald's
dare you
and lost
reject
weight?
Grandma? Easy. 3
And
says,
junk food.
what choice do I have
Grandma
if I say not to
will be
vote?
alright.
Vote
She
for me, man?
understands.
J-Sob says, you'll have to worry about beating fat when you're in your 40 seconds for sure.
Let him be mad. What?
Sega 2K
Have a
says,
spine.
you can eat whatever
Easy?
you want. It's just how much you eat.
But it depends on how you are as a person, though. Yeah, that's all it is. That's why I have no problem eating fast food, because not only do I not eat it constantly, it's not even a huge caloric
APJC
weight on my day.
617 says, yeah, you can do that, but you want the most
Yeah, that too, that too.
micronutrients too.
Like I forgot, I think it was an, I don't know if this was a new study or like an
Sega
old
2K
one,
says,
but he ate
calories
nothing
is
but
the key. You can eat
Twinkies
anything,
for
it won't
2
change
months,
or
I think,
physical appearance, but you'll feel less better.
and he lost 10 pounds off the
J-Sob
scale.
says, put down the fucking Pop-Tarts and you won't have love handle simple. Easy. 3 says, nah,
People
I eat
don't
like
get that,
once
man.
or twice a day and then have like small snacks in between, so not too much. APJC.
Look at that dime. Hit that,
says,
Barnes.
You need fiber. Sega 2K
Oh my God,
says,
Jordan has
you can
made
eat
his
McDonald's
appearance.
every day as long as you stay
Appreciate
under a
you,
certain
Jay.
calorie amount.
I'm
Jordan
gonna
has
have to mute
donated
that
one
because ain't
and
nobody trying to hear every single award in the world. And we were just talking about you, how much we hated you, and we were gonna block you from every platform. But you're here now, so what's up?
Jordan has donated one and says, sent GOAT X1. Jordan
Don't
has
encourage
donated
it.
one and says, sent.
I got
Thank
it.
God
Let's
it's
go.
Friday X1. Og Fat Crack says, I need
Wow.
to take like 30,000.
That's why you owe 10,000 to child support.
Jordan has donated one and says, sent I'm so hungry X1.
Not everybody.
Jordan has donated one.
That's
and
another
says,
thing
sent,
too,
it's
is
corn X1.
y'all know your body doesn't care
Jordan
what
has
type of
donated
sugar
one
it
and says,
eats.
sent ice cream
Like if
cone
you
X1.
10 grapes is the
Jordan has
equivalent to whatever the
donated one
sugar
and
is
says,
in a
sent autumn
chocolate bar.
2024 times.
Depending on what
one.
your dietary needs are,
Jordan has donated
fruit
one.
can be just as bad.
Sent TikTok X1. Jordan has donated one and says, sent Heart Puff X1. J-Sav
He
says,
what?
People that are serious about losing weight don't eat sugar at all. Jordan has donated
What?
one and says, sent Rose X1. The Megalodon says, easy to not eat
Got him.
when you snatch
Yeah, I'm
on
just gonna
Dave
keep cooking this
Martin's
guy.
every day. Easy. 3 says, Jordan
That's
Twist was just
crazy.
talking about you. Chances Free says, Jordan, who's doing the glute off tonight? Jordan says,
I'm talking about the
glad
sugar
to know
aspect.
I'm in your head. Sega 2K says,
Y'all still hearing Jordan's
people in chat
donations?
eat a banana every morning. The potassium is the biggest.
There's no
key
way
to
y'all
the
still
bloating.
hearing it.
Jordan says, easy. Were they discussing glute off champs?
Or what bananas is gonna throw you off a
Ant
cliff?
says, UNC gonna be 67 when GTA drops.
Y'all don't hear it.
Sega 2K says, can you mute that shit low? Sega 2K
Yeah,
says,
y'all
I
good.
am not trying
Y'all
to hear
good.
that fuck
Y'all
ass
good.
shit.
Y'all good.
Chances Freed says, I be going through like a pound of blueberries a day. APJC 617 says, Nah Fruit
Interesting.
has the combination of
Bro's married with a whole
micronutrients
kid,
and
by
fiber
the way.
versus chocolate.
Jordan might be the oldest in the group.
Sega 2K says, Jordan's fucking donations.
Fuck it.
Sega 2K says, mute that shit, please. Ant says, UNC, who you got in a 1v1 me, a wet bananas. Easy. 3 says, Jordan, they were discussing how
What?
they missed your airplane analysis. J Saab says, I wish I could punch Jordan is his shit.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Mariner 98
I'm saying
says,
if you got, them
J-Saab
diabetic
punched
issues,
me,
your body
daddy.
don't care. Jay,
Ant
that's
says,
crazy.
Jordan
What is
got
your
some
on right
arms.
now? This is why we got to keep it about basketball because y'all don't know how to talk like normal
Twitch
people.
chat need to chill or
How
I'm
old is
slide
Jordan?
with my
You're
wheelchair.
23. Jordan's like 26,
Sega
right?
2K says, I be eating hella strawberries. J
2-point
says,
game.
I'm
I
gonna
got
punch some
67
dick
in
in
the
you.
third.
Chances Freed says, fruit sugar was easier for your body to process. Ant says,
I guess we play Dirk next.
you what? Easy 3 says, he on grass, that's what he on.
October. Okay.
Mariner 98
Might have
says,
to do an age check again.
I am
Because
25,
a lot of y'all
will be
older than y'all
26
say.
in October.
Y'all be calling me Unc when my demographic is older than me. So we're gonna do an age check soon.
Easy. 3 says, damn on, where's the grandkids? The Megalodon says, I am 30 Unc.
You're 30?
Mariner 98
Okay, you might have
says,
the crown.
I was born in the 1900s. Og Fat Crack says, bruv, people lie on their accounts, not accurate data. Ant
I know.
says, quit
But-
yapping Alexander the Great.
Kinda.
Siggy 2K says, for those trying to lose weight, eat a whole 12-pack of Cosmic Brownies. Thank me later. Easy. 3
Yeah,
says,
you'll be losing weight
them
from
telling you
that
low is the Twitch
respirator
chat,
you're gonna
using
be
your
on.
phones to watch it.
Prime time.
The Megalodon says, Cosmic Brownies mid.
The thing is,
YouTube
YouTube
said, in
is
my
older,
early
is the
to late
oldest
20
platform.
Chances
So-
Freed says, what's the best ramen
It's
flavor?
roughly it's accurate.
Ant says,
I don't eat
Bro
ramen
is 30
anymore.
dude witness Caesar. Easy. 3 says, what I hear which brownies. Mariner 98 says, I lost 15 pounds living only on
Gosh.
the Little Debbie honey buns.
You lost a lot more than 15 pounds.
APJC 610 says, chicken
Lost your will
chances
to
fried.
live.
Jaisov says, chicken by far.
Oh my God.
Mariner 98 says, chances free shrimp. Og Fat Crack says, chances fried roast pork. Saiga 2K says, the weight you'll lose is your gut when they have to surgically remove it because you're dying of the brownies. Chances Freed says, y'all sleeping on the chili lemon ramen.
Chili lemon?
The Megalodon says, zebra cake rolls goated.
He missed?
Jaisov says, if y'all really eat ramen, y'all gotta try Mama Noodles. You'll never eat
I personally
another
don't like
brand
soup
again.
anymore. Like in general.
Easy. 3 says, Ilo, I had my egg, spaghetti, cheese, bacon, and rice, man. It was nice anyway
Ah.
with the recipe. Chances Freed.
It's the last game? Yeah, it's the last game. We're gonna go to post-stream shenanigans after this.
Good. J-Sav says,
Bro,
Little
almost
Debbie
all
snacks
processed
have
snacks.
cancer in them.
Terrible.
Ant says, bro is 30. UNC was around the
That's
pyramids,
crazy.
just a blueprint.
Megalodon, you gonna take that?
APJC 617 says, I haven't had too many ramen packs in a while. The sodium amount is
Yeah,
crazy.
I used to have 3 cups at once.
Sega 2K says,
Shoot
Little
the
Debbie is
ball,
a fucking
Iggy!
trap.
Stay on your feet. You don't play
Fat Crack
defense?
says,
Bang.
those instant noodles have like 5 times more daily salt intake. Sega 2K says, those fuck-ass donut sticks had me in a chokehold.
Those little Debbie
Mariner
ones, those go
98
crazy.
Says, bro, did y'all grow up eating toaster scrambles? Not toaster strudels, those are straight ass. Sega 2K says, I love those things. The Megalodon says,
We pulling
wait,
away.
take what?
Cookies?
Easy. 3 says,
360?
my cousin just came with some weird looking brownies. Should I eat it? It looks a little green. Chances Freed says, sodium ain't that bad for you as long
Yeah,
as
if you drink water and sweat a lot,
balance it out.
sodium ain't gonna kill you. That's one thing I
Chances
didn't
Freed
realize
says,
until later.
Toaster strudel disrespect will earn you a hitman for you. Sega 2K says, the Little Debbie's donut sticks low. What do you know, AB those, bro?
Like the glazed ones?
APJC 617 says, I don't know what those are.
Fire.
Mariner 98. Fat Crack says, Chances Freed their church says we are to be the salt of the earth, not consume all the salt of the earth. Easy. 3 said, y'all ever had triangle toast with Nutella and sprinkles? Say 2K says, fuck it, I'm hungry, I'm about to eat my phone.
We can't be talking about
Megalodon
food at this
says,
hour.
someone fill me in. I'm talking shite. J-Sav says, them hoes are good NGL, especially if you heat them about 8-10 seconds.
Oh, Megalodon, ants on TikTok
APJC
said you saw the
617
pyramids when they were
but
just a
ain't too many
blueprint.
people moving around like that LMA.
You're probably not even the oldest person here. Did he just steal my block?
3 says, Twitch chat talking too much. Mariner 98 says, APJC 617. It was like a hot pocket, but for breakfast. Mariner 98 says,
Thanks.
nice shot selection. Chances Freed says, someone gonna make low hungry.
No, because I ate right
Wingstop
before the
again?
stream. We're not doing that again.
Sega 2K says, I eat pickles a ton. I didn't notice the
My-
sodium intake on them until recently. I thought they were a cheat code.
My biggest
'cause there are no
problem,
calories with the sodium.
he caught me, was sauce.
The Megalodon says, Aunt, you right. I ain't gonna lie.
Sauce was mine. Like
Fat
ketchup,
Crack
bro.
says, all right, there goes my bet.
I put ketchup on everything.
J-Sav says, get the corn, Chances Free.
Hold on, I got 10 rebounds?
APJ 617 says, Mariner 98, that sounds good. Mariner 98 says,
Triple double.
how is our King Tyson Chandler doing this game?
Terrible.
Chances Free says, homemade fried egg sandwiches are a cheat code. The Megalodon says, we hit
Yeah,
the
we
over
hit the over.
already.
They could get the payout.
Sega 2K says, the over hit. Let's fucking go.
49
Tell
in
them
the
bring me
second
my
half.
money. APJC 617 says,
Dog,
yeah,
I'm
sauce
clearing
adds
out.
up like crazy.
I'm clearing out
Ketchup is mostly
my
sugar.
my grandma's not closet, pantry and fridge and all that, bro. I like the best bet if you love sauces is to get Primal Kitchen. Not sponsored, sadly. Ain't no way they ever gonna sponsor me though. But they have like the healthiest version with like low key like best ingredients, and is not too high in sodium or sugar. I stopped getting Heinz because, dog, Heinz and Sweet Baby Ray's, the 17 grams of sugar in 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. You're doing like 6 tablespoons, bro. It's insane. Make your own sauce. Actually, that's the best one. Primal Kitchen is the safest, like the closest thing I could find to making my own sauce. But I'm telling you, if y'all look at the back of that sauce you be putting on everything, it's nasty work, bro. Primal Kitchen.
Jaisoff says,
I need a what's the
don't
word?
doubt yourself, God. You can do anything.
An
for
affiliate
real,
link from
for
them,
real.
man.
APJC 617 says, good to know. The Megalodon says,
Nasty
I didn't
work.
know 17 grams could even fit in 2 tablespoons by their self LOL.
Why did you have to
Mariner
mention
98 says, my gay uncle works at Primal Kitchen. Ill ask him to look you up.
that? Doing too much,
Easy.
but all
3
right.
says,
I know you. I know
doing
you
too
hefty,
much
huh?
by looking at the back, man. APJC
Lock in.
617
We're up.
says,
I'm good.
anything
Glorious
cream-based
one.
has a lot of calories up our. Sega 2K says,
Yeah.
I had no idea ketchup was full of sugar like that. You guys actually taught me. Sega 2K says, I had no clue. Old She Fat Crack says, APJC 617.
Fat is fine as long as it's not
but
trans
fat
fats.
can be good for you. Chances Free says, don't eat mayo unless it's made
That
with
too.
avocado oil. Soy and seed oil is gonna ruin you. Jaisoff says,
What is
the
that
more
dance?
You know, Jaisoff says, I miss when rainbows weren't considered gay. Easy. 3
I mean,
says, I
what are you
use
putting it
mayo
on?
instead, y'all weird with ketchup. APJC 617 says, Og Fat Crack depends on the source of fat. Og Fat Crack says, I make peppercorn sauces,
Oh.
steak Diane sauce, homemade gravy broths and stocks, much better than the sugar sauce
That's
that
true.
gets sold in the market. Saiga 2K says, what's the whole deal with seed oils? What's
let's
the
do that.
bad things they cause?
Personally, I cut out seed
Saiga
oils.
2K says,
but
I've seen a ton
it's,
ab beat that
it's
recently.
technically not bad for you,
APJC 617
but it's like
says,
it's not
seed oils
good
aren't
for
bad.
you.
The Megalodon says, gender is okay.
If y'all
as
see
long as
how the
it's
seed
not
oils are produced,
transgender.
you would not want to eat it.
Old Fat Crack says, APJC 617.
Like
no
it's,
seed oils,
I think
only
its original
olive oil,
use
coconut oil,
was
butter, and animal fat.
engine lube.
Mariner 98 says, what's your problem
Don't
with
do that.
trans fats? Sounds quite hateful for you to say in 2025. Fry your foods in
Drop
beef fat or
100?
lard. Thank me
Where am I
later.
at right now? 93.
Easy. 3 says, with a sausage, sizzle, onion, and cheese.
Huh?
Og Fat Crack says,
Oh my
TK
God,
seed
we're gonna
oils
go for the
were used
100.
And made originally as machine lubricants. Chances Free says, your body can't digest seed oils. They cause inflammation as well. Easy. 3 says, I just eat whatever's in the pantry. Saiga 2K says, so
Ball.
what does it cause? Og Fat Crack. Og Fat Crack says, Sega 2K inflammation mostly along with other harmful effects.
And a swirl?
Saiga 2K says, I heard some fast food places are starting to use dead humans. Chances Freed says,
Bro, it's so behind. I
seed
gotta look at the
oils were
screen
originally
because
for engine and machine
y'all going crazy.
lubricants. Jaisov says, animal fats taste way better anyways. Og Fat Crack says,
highest
Sega
scoring
2K
game, yeah,
inflammation
125.
leads to getting diseases easily, slower recovery, etc. Sega 2K says, Og Fat Crack.
And y'all
I
gotta
didn't
be
know that.
careful, bro.
Thanks, Ill.
It's
Try to chill
easier
out
to
on the
cut it
board.
out your own cooking.
APJC 617 says, Og Fat Crack, I
But
am speaking from a nutrition
eating
degree.
out
Seed oils
every
aren't
single
bad at all.
food is gonna be,
Easy.
you know,
3 says,
covered in
Twitch chat talking so much my message can't even read.
cash and some type
The
of seed oil.
Megalodon says, I don't eat trans fats, more into fat trans. Easy. 3 says, Troy, his 1 is 125. Chances Free says,
What are you
seed
talking
oils and
about,
soy
Jay?
can also drastically lower testosterone. So as a man, you really can't eat that shit.
Fellow playing
Og
defense.
Fat Crack says,
Oh, he trying to.
APJ 617. I would disagree, but each their own. I did have a degree, but I noticed a beneficial
I don't think they'll be
difference
passing
after cutting them out.
inspections.
Sega 2K says, low rub beef tallow on your face every day. Easy. 3 says, I think you should mute Twitch chat for a bit. What you reckon? Jason
I've seen that.
I wouldn't doubt it.
The hard
Humans
part
are in
is,
abundance, and so many people go missing per year in America alone.
if you see how
Hard
seed
Fact
oils
Rack
are
says,
made,
I got like a
all
kilo
of
beef tallow
that
for
just
my
goes
food each
out
month.
the window. Like
Jason
mentally.
says, we are eating people, guys, especially you Taco Bell eating motherfuckers. Mariner98 says, as soon as we talk about food, the chat starts blowing up. Y'all are some
Bang,
big back.
honey ball, baby.
APJC617 says, there are studies that prove seed oils have a cardiovascular benefit versus animal fats. OG fat crack. The Megalodon says, you going to be close to 7.
Easy, you heard that?
Chances Freed says, honestly, beef tallow is a solid form of lotion.
Dang.
Hey, I use this honey balm and beef tallow stuff, and it works better than normal lotion. L. Easy. 3 says, anyone know where I can get a Steph jersey when the Warriors played the last regular season game at?
Red 12
OG
is
Fat
different.
Crack says, APJC
Easy, go over there, show 'em who's the
617,
boss.
There is doctors and studies who also put processed potato chips as healthier than steak. Sega 2K
That was just
says,
Big Dairy trying to
tell
sell you more.
TikTok to suck a dick. Fuck out of here. Easy. 3 says,
JR?
Oracle Arena. Sega 2K says,
You gonna
Chances
switch
Free
cheeses,
is a cheat code.
Yo,
APJC
why did I just go crazy
617
like this in
says,
the fourth?
Who? Og Fat Crack. Mariner 98 says, do y'all prefer red 12 or blue 6?
You heard that yellow 5 rubbed on a mouse's stomach lets you
3
see
says,
through it?
Who talking wild?
That's insane.
Jaisov says,
I just personally,
used to tell
I don't
us drinking
understand.
another animal's
I know
milk
all
was
of this
good for
stuff
us,
technically
LOL.
has to be safe to digest,
The
and like the
Megalodon
toxic
says,
levels of it
"You
are
only
so
had
high,
39 and a
you
half
would die
times."
from whatever you're eating before that
Easy
chemical
3
kills
says,
you.
They gonna meet
But the
Vaughn
idea
soon if
that
they
we're
chat
putting
like
this
that.
stuff in our bodies is insane.
Jaisov says, I prefer yellow 5.
And
with a
it's
hint
just,
of lime juice."
it's just everyday life.
Chances Free says, if y'all can start taking a bit of methylene blue, it's got brain benefits.
Yeah,
Mariner
your brain just
98
stopped
says,
working.
Yellow 5 would set off a Geiger counter.
Why you guarding me?
Jaisov
Ball
says
game.
they are dead-ass poisoning is, and we are paying them to do it. Easy.
The evil
3
world we
says,
live in. But
who
what's
wins
even
in a
eviler
1-vote
is the
one?
buckets
And
I just
Kevin
dropped
Porter Jr.
on
or
their
Miles Bridges.
head. What a comeback. And if y'all bet the over, you got paid out. So it was 100% the over. Plus this was a key game? 4,000 VC off of one game. I failed the social media challenge. I didn't even know there was one, but it's all good. It's all good. Do we have a cutscene? We have a cutscene. Everybody shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Coach, you faced a very impressive performance from Prime Time. What did he do to take this game away from you?
Well, you know, I mean, he came out ready. He pushed himself, I thought. And I thought everybody around him, you know, rallied around him and responded as well. So, I mean, it was a good team effort.
Another cutscene? Please don't be practice. Please don't be practice. Please don't be practice. Look at these loading screens. It's practice.
APJC617
Gotta
said,
give this man some
unless
buckets
you
like
have
usual.
methemoglobinemia, you don't need methylene blue, bro. Chances fried.
Starting now.
Oakshi Fat Crack says, APJ617, I think it was Tuft Uni Food Compass. Mariner 98 says, Steve Harvey mentioned. Sega 2K says, y'all ever tried deep fried egg? The Megalodon says, Iverson crashing out right now.
Wait, room.
Jaisov says, No, but fried Oreos are good.
That's crazy. Y'all going American Diet for American Diet right now? Y'all ever have a triple refried donut?
Chances Freed says, APJC 617. I mean, no offense with this, but I really wouldn't trust what colleges teach for nutrition nowadays. APJC 617 says, OG Fat Crack ID have to look because I don't think that's true. Easy. 3 says, must be Americans.
But you can go back to this format of
J-Soft
MyCareer.
says,
Yeah, this is the most
fried
fun
cheese is
I've had
always
so far.
amazing too. Mariner 98 says, imagine playing 48 minutes and then going straight to practice. That's the Mamba mentality. Saiga 2K says,
Nah,
low some dude
that's
I
the
know
destroy
for
my
his
leg
ACL
mentality.
Opening 2K packs. Og Fat Crack says, APJC
I know a guy who tore his meniscus getting into his car.
Lucky Charms is healthier than
It's the
steak.
evil world we live in.
Saiga 2K says, how the fuck do you manage to do that? APJC 617 says, college teach a balanced diet. Bro, everything in moderation, just gotta make sure you get fiber and exercise. Chances Fried. Og Fat Crack says, Chances Freed, I
That's
don't
all it
trust
is.
SM either. Chances Freed says, yeah, modern food healthy ranking are completely backwards. Og
I'm getting
Fat
cooked
Crack.
right now.
Easy 3 says, damn, why am I the
Gosh.
only guy on TikTok talking for? Sega 2K says, I once slammed my finger into the car door on accident.
Because
Mariner
everybody moved to
98 says,
Twitch.
during my army training, we had a guy fracture his toe putting his pants
Thanks
on.
for sharing.
Ogshi Fat Crack says, my diet approach is simple. Whole organic foods, balanced diet, meat, veggies, fruit, natural fats, pretty simple. Sega 2K says,
Play.
I was like Mike was
It honestly is not hard to eat
healthy.
healthy. It's just kind of expensive.
J Sav says, life hack,
First
almonds,
layup.
super filling high in fiber, heart healthy. God tier smack in my humble opinion. Easy. 3 says,
Yeah.
everyone
I don't even
switch
eat snacks
sides to
anymore.
Twitch
My
I
goal
see.
is just fruits as snacks.
APJ
So just
6617
grapes.
says, oh, she Fat Crack, that's totally fine as long as you add strength training, you're
Good.
good. Og Fat Crack says, APJC 617, of course, my G always training. Jordan says, easy.
Please.
3, I'm here for
There
you,
we go.
son. Chances Free says, buy steak and make your own jerky with a dehydrator so much cheaper. Easy 3 says, kind of expensive is crazy, man.
Blocked by
Fast
Jones.
food is much cheaper, that's why people buy it more. Sega 2K says, I seen someone tear their
Inconvenient.
ACL mid-whip and nay. Sega 2K says, MF fell to the floor in pain and agony. Ant says, I am Batman, I can eat whatever I want.
You think that, don't you?
APJC 617 says, OG Fat Crack muscle prevents diabetes. JSOV says, did they complete the whip though? Jordan says, do you
I have
really
to.
have to play this practice?
I have to,
right after
bro.
a game? Sega 2K says, JSOV no. JSOV says, the dehydrator costs a shit ton though.
Oh my god.
Easy. 3 says, like if you working heaps and don't have time, the easiest thing like McDonald's or KFC. Og Fat Crack says, Chances Free, thanks for letting me
Alcohol
know.
is so
Now I
bad
can
for you
counter
if your
my
goal is
alcoholism
muscle
with
building.
muscles. Chances Freed says, fast food is not cheaper. Spending $10 to $15
that's
a
true,
meal
too.
versus $5
It's more so
$10
convenience.
a day from healthy food is insane. Chances Freed says, yeah, but the dehydrator is an investment, making dried fruit for snacks for years.
I don't
Jordan
know.
says,
How about Twitch?
Chitownlo, where can I
Hit up
watch
Twitch,
the
same
full
name over
screen
there.
version? APC 617 says,
Right here.
yeah, alcohol just stagnates muscle growth. Siga 2K says, in 8th grade, it was mid-class and I was walking in the hallway and my science teacher who looked like Big Bird fell on a wet spot and ate shit and screamed loud as fuck. Easy 3 says, I'm building my forearm muscles if you know. Nah, I'm joking, haha.
What are y'all on tonight?
Ark Fat Crack says, Ike, I was kidding.
We're about to
LOL.
lose this.
Jaisal says,
It is.
homemade everything is just better. Just stop being lazy and
Bro,
marinate
they're not
everything
missing.
if you can't cook. Jordan says, Low, it'll pay you to eat an Army
I don't know what that
MRE
is.
on stream.
And if it's an Army something, it's probably not good.
Chances Freed says,
How much we talking?
I watched one of my teachers tear their ACL in 8 during a teacher versus student game. Og Fat
They're
Crack
not
says,
missing. I'm gonna get a
just
nasty
the first
cutscene.
few times gonna be ass, but it better in the long run. Jordan says, look it up, it's Amy food. APJC
I hit that, and it doesn't count.
17 says, Army ration, and no, it's not. Psycho 2K says, I tore my pelvic muscle while air
What?
thrusting.
Y'all are on something tonight, man. 54.979.7. Okay. Team chemistry didn't move. Fans went up. Relationship went up. And the support went up. We got the plus 3% bonus on defense. Don't know what that applies to. I don't know who that applies to. But cool. We got a little better defensively. And we are almost at 100K VC earned.